quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, I'm Megan Williams with the Associated Builders and Contractors of Arkansas. We're excited to bring back Build My Future Central Arkansas April 3rd at the Conway Expo Center for a hands-on, interactive construction industry showcase like no other. Our thanks to our sponsors and exhibitors who make this exciting event possible. We appreciate the schools and educators who've registered hundreds of students. Your commitment to hands-on career exploration is helping shape the future of the skilled trades. For more details, visit buildmyfuture-centralarkansas.com.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story.
Coverage of the NCAA West Regional from San Francisco is brought to you by Beechwood Pinnacle Hotels. Find them on the web at bphotels.com. First Security Bank, bank better. And UAMS Health, for a better state of health.
Into the front court. Knox going to try another three, and he buried it again. Knox has made three straight, and Arkansas is up. Adu's out there with Brazil, Nelly, Knox, and DJ. They lob it to Adu, and he slams it home. John L. Davis, dribble handoff, drives the paint, runs into a double team. Shot blocked by Top, and Nelly got it back. Gives it to Adu. Knox is open in the corner. Carter drains the three with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Knox with the tray with 1:20 to go. DJ, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Wagner dribbles right side, gets to the rim, throws it up, no good. Tip, no good. We're going to overtime. 50 seconds to play, 20 to shoot. Nelly at the foul line. Had it knocked away, got it back. Feeds Wagner way out front. 10 to shoot. DJ. Guarded by Williams on the switch. Downhill to the rim, off the glass, and good. Wagner with a driving layup. Dribble handoff Williams. Williams going to try to back Knox down. 5 to shoot. Darian Williams spins at the basket. Off the glass and in. In with 7 seconds to go. Texas Tech by 2. Wagner into the front court. 2 seconds. 1 second. DJ at the horn. No good. No good. And Texas Tech has won the ball game. Texas Tech has won the game.
Hard game. Two teams went at it, slugfest, and, we're all disappointed here, but I told them there's nothing them individually or my team could do to disappoint me because of what they've done this year. So proud of them and proud of these two, but I'm proud of all the guys. Adu tried to play today. Boogie was still not there, but they all wanted to play to try to help their team. But give Texas Tech credit. They made plays down the stretch that gave them a chance, and they won the game.
Well, I will open this Friday show, and we are happy to be on the road at Oaklawn, but I'll open the show with 2 words. That sucked. Arkansas falls in overtime last night to Texas Tech, and let's just be real. I mean, a lot of people are going to point to a lot of plays, but when you lose a 2-point game in overtime, there are a lot of plays that would have changed the outcome of the game. We can talk about all that today if you want to join us today. But obviously a gut-wrenching, heartbreaking, disappointing loss for Arkansas, and their outstanding season comes to an end. They did something that has never been done in school history, start 0-5 in conference and make the tournament, and then you go on and make the Sweet 16. Only 2 teams have ever done that in history. in the shot clock era, as we talked about yesterday. A remarkable season, unfortunately, comes to an end. It would have been really fun to be right back here tomorrow watching Arkansas in the Elite Eight, but that is not going to happen, sadly, because of the loss last night. We welcome your calls today at 501-661-1037. I know it sucks, it probably hurts, but it can be a little cathartic to get it off your chest, so come on with it. You can send us some D3 Auto Sales text line offering, same number, 501-661-1037, and Whit Davis Lumber Plus live fan feedback through our Listen Live button. DJ Williams on his way, be here in just a sec. Christian Weaver is back in the studio. We are going to talk some baseball, and we're going to qualify you. You want a little good news? It's officially baseball season in Arkansas now, and we're going to give you a 4-pack of tickets potentially. You can qualify today for a 4-pack of tickets to Dickey-Stevens Park next Tuesday. It is not an April Fool's joke. Arkansas is playing there. They are playing Grambling State. It does start at 6, and we will have tickets for you if you want to join us today and listen in. And when we play a sounder that Christian's cooked up, we will take your calls at that point. Again, a lot of key plays, Christian, as we dive into this. And we're going to get Josh on a little bit. Nancy Holthus is going to join us at the bottom of the hour, talk about racing this weekend. It's obviously, multi-million-dollar weekend here at Oaklawn with the Arkansas Derby and the fantasy and a bunch of other plays. And then we're also going to hear from David Longinati. We've got Tom Murphy from Northwest Arkansas today. Zack Gillham will join us. We will talk about the odds on tonight's games and also take a look ahead. These lines are already set for the Elite Eight, and unfortunately Arkansas doesn't have one, but they probably do for their baseball game, so we'll talk to him about that. And then we'll do our normal stuff, champs and jumps, rewind, all that, and we're going to qualify a couple folks, like I said, for tickets. But anyway, where to begin, I guess. It was, we talked, Christian, yesterday. I said, what if Arkansas makes some shots, for a change? And also, what if a team that shoots 37% from three doesn't have a very good day? Well, guess what? Arkansas got both those things yesterday, and it still, unfortunately, wasn't enough. But what a great start to the game. I will say this, Christian, and I think you probably felt the same way. Going into the half, Arkansas is up, but not by as much as we think they maybe could have been. It was a 7-point margin at the break, and I felt like they could have been up 10 or 12, kind of gave a little bit away there at the end of the first half. Otherwise, maybe things are a little bit easier. And look, Texas Tech's a good shooting team. You're not going to hold them down all night. And I know people want to blame somebody. They want to poke at Cal. They want to say you should have done this or should have done that. And that's fine. But also, that's basketball. And that team is good. And there's a reason why they have as many wins as they do. They've had a really good year. They're really well coached. You're not going to, watch them brick all day. I mean, that's not what they do. I mean, they're going to make some shots eventually. Topham was solid but not spectacular. Williams, Christian, we talked about him yesterday. He was really good, and he came up big for them late.
He was bad most of the night, and then he was good down the stretch. Yeah.
What do they say? It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. I got an issue with a couple of things. And I will tell you, I think they've done a pretty good job in the tournament overall, not just in the Arkansas games, but others, of not blowing the whistle too quickly on jump balls. But there was a rebound with 1:15 left, and they called a tie-up. It absolutely was not. It's either a reach-in foul or it's a play-on, and Arkansas got a bad deal there. They were up 6 at that point with 1:15. Admittedly, you're up by 6 with 1:15 to go. You should win the game anyway, but that was not a good situation at all for Arkansas, and that hurt them, and I think they got screwed a little bit there on that call. And the other one was, and I didn't hear what the announcer said. They did have the audio on where I was watching it at Brewski's, which, by the way, I'm sure most sports bars, including here at the main line, raucous environment last night. What's up, DJ?
What's up, man?
But I also did not think it was a goaltend on Brazil late. Did they have a good explanation on that, Chris?
I thought it was a goaltend. I thought it went off backboard first.
They said it was not enough to at least overturn it. So they had to stick with what was called.
The angle I saw, and I did get a good look at it, I did not think it touched the backboard before he hit it. And I thought it was on the way up. So
how many beers do you have at that moment?
Not enough to not be able to see that.
Okay, all right, yeah. It looked like a goaltend to me.
Did it?
Yeah.
I think it hit the backboard first.
Okay.
It
was very so close. It was close, but I think it did touch backboard first.
All right, well, I'm watching on a big screen from 20 feet away, too,
Yeah.
So, it was a little different deal. But anyway, you're up 7 at the half, like I said. That was an issue. I'll tell you the biggest thing, and people are going to go offensive rebounds. That was a huge problem. It was, and it looked terrible. And it was probably exhausting chasing those guys around after the offensive rebound, so maybe they got it into their legs a little bit. But look, at the end of the day, Arkansas lost 16-9 on second chance points.
Oof.
That's not where they lost the game.
No.
Let me tell you where they lost the game. Arkansas had 10 turnovers. Texas Tech had 8. Pretty even game, right?
Right.
You know what the points off turnovers were?
Let's hear it.
19-3.
That's
Wow.
no problem.
They lost on points off turnovers by 16 points. Arkansas did not take advantage of the few that Texas Tech gave them, and Texas Tech absolutely maximized.
They scored on almost all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure there were some threes in there, Christian, but, I mean, you gave up 19 points off turnovers. That's a lot, even if you turn it over 15 times.
Yeah, I don't know how much I got into it. My biggest thing was shot selection towards the end of the game. It was just blowing my mind of, example, Big Z coming off the screen, pulling up a three. Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Shot clock's not even an issue at that point. Boogie getting, I think, a tipped rebound, or I guess the shot clock sets over to some amount of time, pulls up from three. DJ Wagner pulling up from three. Nelly, I think he was heat checking. But at some point, I was saying this, like, you have to realize where you are in the situation of the game, and just the shot selection, it was just blowing my mind of, like, what's going on here? It's almost like they were lax. Like, okay, we got it in the bag. We're not too worried about it. A couple smiles here or there, and I was just like, whoa, don't let this team sneak back in here. What are we doing?
Well, a lot of people pointed to the Wagner three off of the offensive rebound for Arkansas and the fact he went right back up with it. But here's the thing. If he makes it and he's capable, the game is over. So, I mean, it's hard. Again, like I said, you're going to nitpick a lot of things in a game that ended up like that, and you could have won it in overtime. You could have, would have, should have, but
Joe, I was talking to Joe this morning, and he said situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can play the whole thing back and forth if he makes it, if he doesn't make it, right?
Sure.
The thing is understanding the circumstance and not asking your guy to make a play, but make the right play. And I just felt like the right play in that situation. Take a second. We got the lead. Time is on our side. The clock is our best friend. And it's just awful. And then I'm curious, too, Justin, your take on we get the ball 7 seconds at the end of regulation. Mm-hmm. Did you like the shot that we got or the attempt that we had? Wagner driving down right side of the paint.
I mean, he makes a lot of those.
Yeah.
I mean, he made a lot last night.
What's your opinion on fouling up three?
I mean, again, it's a philosophy thing. I don't know.
I'm not as a viewer, I hate it. I think it sucks because it takes away from the game. But as a person that wants to win games, I completely understand it.
How much time was left when he hit the last three?
7 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, but they got the ball with 25 seconds left.
Yeah.
I don't think you start the foul game that early.
No, I agree. And I don't think you foul with 7 seconds. If it's under 3, maybe, but with 7 seconds left, I'm not fouling there. And I don't think most coaches would.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, if you'd have told me Arkansas went 19 of 22 at the line and they went 9 of 11, and Arkansas was 10 of 25 from 3 and they were 8 of 32, I'd have said, how many points did they win by? Was it even close? Was it even within 15?
Yeah.
I can't believe what I saw last night. But again, I'm not going to point the finger. It's also, and it sucks, but it's also basketball.
Yeah.
It's a hard game, and it's weird things happen, and it blows that it happened that way. Look, Alabama took some questionable shots last night, and guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They made most of them.
Yeah.
They made 25 out of 51. I mean, there were some shots I was like,
I just feel like
it was a heat check for like 12 minutes at the end of the game.
Circumstances, like when you don't need it.
You're right.
It's different when you need it.
I agree.
We didn't need it.
They could have played better situational basketball, I think.
Yeah.
But, again.
Because I think at that point you start, as Christian would say, you're playing with house money. We never would have thought they would have started off shooting as poorly as they did, but they did. And so, okay, appreciate this present. Now let's maybe adjust a little bit.
Most of the game, you were up from anywhere from 8 to 12 points, pretty much the entire game almost.
Yeah, they could never get it under 7, it seemed like.
Yeah.
They got it within 7 a few times, but we were like, oh, like, when they get it under 7, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And they didn't for almost the whole game.
Yeah.
And then we were up by
6 with a minute 15 left.
Yeah, and we're up by 16 with 10 minutes left. I mean, you controlled most of the night, and then you just kind of floundered down the stretch, unfortunately.
You did, and it happens. And I've seen this team do it. I've seen other teams do it.
I mean, we've done it quite a few times.
And they hit some big shots.
They did.
God.
I'll give them a ton of credit.
I mean, when you get like 3 shots at it. I mean,
ultimately, offensive rebounds. Ultimately, when the game ended, I wasn't thinking super negatively. I was like, well, it was a good run. I didn't expect to make it to the Sweet 16.
Man, my stomach felt weird.
I was disappointed because I was very concerned.
I mean, you should have won that game.
Yeah.
Right, that's my thing. Here's the thing. I wasn't sure Arkansas was a significantly better team, but they looked like a significantly better team.
They did last night, yeah.
Yeah.
And you got everything you needed. They shot it poorly. You shot it better than you usually do.
Yeah.
Way better.
Carter Knox was incredible.
Carter Knox was spectacular. And how good were he in Richmond down the stretch in games?
Would you put this in the same category of the Oklahoma State feeling? People saying, you should just be happy you're there. No one gave you any shot to be at the Sweet 16.
I'm going to put this in the same
it's a little
realm
different,
as the Reggie Fish fumble is where I'm going to put it.
Oh, no, that's bad.
Buddy, this is a game that you had in your hands. You let it slip away. You were in control to get something really neat out of it.
Yeah.
To go to the Elite Eight. I mean, a very special gift if you win it. And Arkansas peed their pants in the SEC championship game in the same way. That game was there for the taking. And they go back to that game. I'm going to bring that up for a second. They go back to that game and they're like, that fake punt. And I'm like, the fake punt, they fizzled out on that drive.
Yeah.
It was the fumble on the punt return that killed them. Anyway.
It was a monumental collapse last night.
It's an historically bad moment. It really is.
It was
only bad moment.
It was the second biggest comeback in Sweet 16 history, right? That's what I saw. That's what I saw.
Darren McFadden put out a very astute tweet last night.
Last night?
D-Mac was all over this game.
Oh, he was in it,
It was fun. His tweets kept popping up. I don't even think I'm following him, but his tweets kept popping up on my feed. They put up a stat, and they said John Calipari's teams are 35-0 and leading by 6 or more in the NCAA tournament at the half. And I was like, you son of a bee. How dare you? And D-Mac said today, or last night, he said, I was concerned when they put that stat up there. And I was like, me too. I'm like, you want to just give it to Jinx?
Yeah.
I mean, talk about the kiss of death. Now he's 35-1. Let's see what else I got here. You're up 16. You're up 7. 10-0 run, under 4. Maybe Cal could have done more. I don't know. They had a couple timeouts left, I guess, until the late in the game. Maybe could have called timeout. I don't know what you do, but look, they did a lot of things right. They gave themselves a chance to win the game, and it just sucks that they didn't pull it off. It really does. I woke up this morning, and I was like, I feel pretty. I really had that moment. I swear to God. I'm like, I'm laying there, and I'm feeling all good. I'm like, okay, I got to get up again. Oh, no, they lost. Oh, no.
It hit you, huh?
I can't believe it.
It's awful.
Oh, what a terrible thing to come to. Anyway. Other games last night were pretty compelling. I had Arkansas. I bet on Arkansas in all 3 games. So, for those of you who said, you didn't believe in Arkansas, true. But guess what? I bet on them, so take that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I did win on Arkansas, but I had them in a parlay with Duke, who did not cover. Way to pee on your leg, you losers. They won by 7. They had to win by 9.5.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. How about Alabama last night? Can we give them a giant special Friday game ball? 25 3-pointers on 51 attempts. You'll likely in the rest of your life, even in this 3-point shooting crazy heyday we live in, you'll never see it again. I mean, that broke the record by 3 or 4? I think 22.
4. Yeah, it was
22 was the record. Yeah. 22 was the new record. They ended up with 25. And it was dumb. Like, obviously, Sears was incredibly over 30, and he made 10 threes.
10, yeah.
34 points, but, I mean, everybody got in the act last night. And we going to give them a puncher's chance at least to win in their next game? How good is the Duke-Alabama game going to be?
Well, I think BYU, they're trying to play the same game as Alabama, and you're not going to beat Alabama trying to play their game, I don't think.
Well,
Duke's going to play a little differently.
Yeah, but there will be 200 points scored in that game, Christian. Look, Duke gave up 93 to Arizona, and Alabama's a hell of a lot better offensive team than Arizona is. But you know what? The stars came out. Look, Love was spectacular for Arizona last night. He had 35. Flag was great. I'm not worried about Florida, but that was a tough break, and I don't know what his situation is. But if they don't have Condon, it's going to make it pretty dang tough this next time around here. So, I mean, I like them to crush and handle Texas Tech. I think they've got all the advantages. Mm-hmm. They rolled without him, and Maryland's got a couple really good big guys, including, obviously, their freshman who played great, Queen at 27. But losing Condon sucks. He's their best rebounder. He's their best. He's their leading scoring big man.
What's his big? How big is he?
6'11".
He's a 7.
Okay, yeah, Christian, you said the other day that Florida's big.
They got
right?
a bunch of length. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got. They got a 7'2" guy coming off the bench.
They had another big guy and got in foul trouble last night. But I think they will take care of business against Texas Tech.
Maybe get off or get boards.
I think the line on both those games is 6.5.
Okay.
If Texas Tech, they shot it very poorly last night. If they can come back to the mean, they can make it a game.
Yeah, I agree.
Florida.
I agree, but I think Florida can do it. I think you can guard the perimeter.
Florida's better than Arkansas.
We go back to that first game of the thing, right? They gave up a ton of threes, and Texas Tech buried their first opponent, whoever it was, like UNC Wilmington or whoever they played. And then the second round, Drake guarded the three-point line, but Drake couldn't contest inside. Duke can guard the three-point line and Florida can guard the three-point line and just use their bigs inside, and they'll be fine.
We couldn't have asked for Texas Tech to play any more than what they did for us to win that game. That's what we wanted. Like,
What's your favorite dessert?
Man, I like.
What's your favorite dessert?
We've been having Shakey's lately. A Big Bopper from Shakey's.
Okay, Big Bopper from Shakey's.
Love it.
I serve it up to you. It's the most beautifully prepared Big Bopper from Shakey's.
Extra pecans,
buddy. Everything you want on it. It's perfect.
Oh man!
And right as you're about to dig your spoon into it, I pull my pants down and pee on it. That's what happened last night. I took a leak on your Big Bopper. That's what happened, DJ. It was there for the taking, and somebody peed all over my Big Bopper.
It hurt.
You son of a bee.
It hurt.
Put it away. I want my Big Bopper. They screwed me out of my Big Bopper.
Oh.
I just think about all the fun we could have had today.
Oh, my
all the
gosh.
anticipation leading up to
all of it.
I'm texting Zach and Mike. If they pull this off, you got to
Could you
save that
imagine
tape
this
with
weekend?
the main line.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I ain't going to see a race. I'm going to be in here getting hammered ready for that game.
I think that's what hurt me is because it got to a point.
They stole my joy.
It got to a point where I started looking at the matchup between Florida, you know? And I told myself, don't do this. It's way too early. But I got there. Oh.
There was a point. There was a point in
Zeke.
that second half where I was like, "Okay, we're going to the Elite Eight. That's awesome."
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they were in great shape.
Yes.
And they made it look easy. Just the way Alabama had it cruising Arkansas look, I'm like, oh, my God, they hit another one. And we're Anyway, El Guapo calls Big Z Skinny Z. He said maybe he shouldn't dribble. Maybe not.
I could not believe he came off that screen and pulled that three.
He was terrible.
His only attempt of the game.
He was terrible in the last two games. But, by the way, Boogie finally came back to earth. He was 0 from the floor.
I needed him to stop shooting, too.
He finally had a turnover. Anyway, I thought it was a goaltend, says Ethan, as well, but I agree they blew the whistle too soon on the hell ball. The hell ball screwed our – again,
yeah, the jump
you
ball
got the ball
wild.
with 1:15 left, and then I was like, oh, God, they don't have the possession. You got the ball with 1:15 left. You're up 6.
Yes.
Even Arkansas, with their poor situational play, might have pulled that one off.
I agree.
That was a terrible whistle. That was a terrible.
It was so fast.
The jump ball, and then that foul too. Didn't you mention that?
Which one?
On Williams, where we got the ball out and they bailed him out with a foul. That was a bad call.
Yeah,
you can see him smiling at the camera because he knew. He's like, "Oh, got away with that one."
But I'm not going to blame it on the refs. You lost the game.
No. And then, can we get a free throw? Can we just get? We shot well.
They shot the hell out of the free throws.
God, I just wanted.
You're not going to make 100%.
You're right.
They're 19 and 22. Nelly was 11 of 11. Let's not beat him up there.
Who'd you want? Did you think he should have had the ball at the end?
Nelly
and not Wagner?
I don't have a problem with it. Again, Wagner's so good at that drive down the side of the lane, pitching it up off the. He missed one yesterday early, but he made a couple 3, and he made a bunch in the tournament. I mean, it's a good shot for
I
them.
wouldn't have been mad with Carter Knox to have the ball. He's big. He
either.
gets to the rim.
He played great.
He was a bully
when
last night.
You see him when he put his shoulder down and got to the. And he was over there waving for it.
I'll tell you the other break you got. McMillan didn't play. Their dude that we thought was like, and he didn't play. You got everything going your way.
And I'll say this too. I'll defer to y'all. I'm assuming we had timeouts.
We're gonna take these calls real quick, Christian.
7 seconds. That's not our thing, right?
Yeah, Coach Cal talked about that. We have a soundbite if you want to play it.
Yeah, let's go. Go ahead.
In my career, I let that go. Let the guy get to the rim. They're not going to foul you. With that kind of time, just me. You call a timeout, now you got to worry about what he's doing, how he's playing, the inbound, what are you doing? So I usually let that go. Now, because it ended the way it is, I wish I would have called a timeout. But 99% of the time, I let that go. Because now I know what they're doing, they know what we're doing. That's why we did it. End of the half, we wanted to go at one guy, and we did. Really made a hard bump on DJ that got him kind of off balance on the shot, but it was what we wanted.
Yep. Let's take these calls quick, and then Nancy will be along, and we'll visit with her. Try to keep it concise if you can. Let's go to Troy. Troy, welcome to the zone.
Yeah, Justin, you hit the nail on the head on that jump ball. That referee who called that, Joe Lindsay, is an SEC official.
That son of a gun.
And let me tell you something. I watched him all year, and he never had that quick of a trigger to call a jump ball during the season. And now, out of the blue, he calls it, and I'm going, what in the hell are you doing?
You are right. Good call, Troy. I appreciate you, man.
I'm glad you noticed that, because I thought I was the only one to notice that, but that was a very critical call.
Yeah, social media was beating him up over it. Thanks, Troy. Appreciate it. JW, man, we've been there, done that. It's been a long, hard, suffering road for Razorback fans, and boy, just add another chapter.
Hey, man, there's two sides to each coin. So the good side is that we made it as far as we did with. I thought Kansas would bounce in the first round. So anything after that was just good. But at the same time, I have a question about coaching on this ordeal. What was the stat for threes that whole game?
Arkansas was 10 of 25, and Texas Tech was 8 of 32.
So when we got the lead, why did Coach not call a timeout and say, hey, let's stop shooting threes and let's drive the ball to the goal? Why is it that we get a lead, and then when we think we're in a 3-point contest, that is not stopped, it's not changed, you're not hitting them, you haven't been hitting them, and you had success driving them and get them in foul trouble, get to the line. Why was that not stopped? What was that? I didn't even understand that. Why we just thought we needed to shoot threes, and we've done it before in games. And Christian's right. We've had big leads all year, and we get ahead, and it seems like we get a little lethargic, a little lazy. We get comfortable, and I just think that's the kid in them. I don't know. I'm just guessing from the outside. Mm-hmm. And another thing is, and I'll end with this. I'm sick and tired of talking about these kids coming in that are supposedly NBA ready for the NBA. They're not even ready for college. You need this boogie playing stuff. Oh, we're so focused on the NBA. You need to focus on making shots in college, because I think
he didn't even have to come back though.
Huh?
He didn't even have to come back. Like, he didn't have to come play again.
Well, Christian, when he was healthy before, he wasn't making a whole lot of shots either. So I will say that
he was great on the assist. He's great on defense. Yeah. I just think these kids are not developed, and they're so worried about the NBA when you're not even getting developed. I just don't understand. But the 3-point, I was going to see if y'all could comment on that. I just didn't understand why we thought we needed to shoot threes. And I'll hang up and listen. You have a great day.
Well, listen, they were 2 of 19 in the previous game. They were probably so damn excited that they were going in that they were like, I want to see that some more. I haven't seen that in a while.
I would love to see. I was looking at Coach Cal's reaction every time they just jacked it with so much time left on the shot clock, and he was losing his mind, yelling at him like, what the hell are y'all doing? So I don't know how that works, why they just keep shooting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
And I will say this, too. You can say what you want. There were a number of times where Arkansas had to force a shot up at the end of the shot clock. Yeah. So there were possessions where they were running the shot clock down. So it's not like they were jacking it up with 18 seconds left every time. Sterling gave up. All right, got to hit a break. 10:32. I think Nancy's going to be here. Let's get the break, and if we don't see her in a second, we'll get her on the horn. But hopefully she'll join us because I'd rather hang out with her in person. We are at Oaklawn. It is a lovely day. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm going to check the weather. But any talk on that at the station today?
So Joel, our meteorologist, said, you know what, weather's looking nice for Saturday. He said it's really random, too, as far as the radar is concerned. It's like a little open area just for Hot Springs in Oaklawn.
Is that right?
And so he says he may even come out because it should be a good day.
Is he on payroll from Oaklawn?
From Oaklawn? I don't know. That's a good question. He probably got paid. Isn't that wild?
Maybe so. We're going to be here all day. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Also want to thank all of our great sponsors for the coverage. We are going to join Josh Neighbors one last time. We're letting him get a little nap. We'll talk to him about an hour and 15 minutes out there. But thanks to UAMS Health. Appreciate them very much, along with First Security Bank and Beachwood Pinnacle Hotels. And speaking of our friends at UAMS, the UAMS Health Spine Team is here to help for any back or neck pain, or really anything that ails you. The Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, UAMS Health, the most specialized of its kind in Arkansas, offering patients access to the latest technology, the most innovative care available anywhere. Experts in neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, and pain management, focused on reducing pain, improving mobility, and most importantly, getting you back to living your life. And they start with a thorough evaluation to pinpoint the source of your pain and select the best treatment options tailored to you. Depending on the type of treatment needed, they're going to use minimally invasive procedures. What else would you want? And advanced technology. But if you need surgery, you're in the best hands at UAMS Health. 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now. Make your appointment and quit living with pain. All right, APB for Nancy Holthus. I'll check in with her, and we'll talk to her on the other side one way or the other. Stick around. We are at Oaklawn. By the way, if you're just tuning in, we are going to qualify people for a ticket giveaway for Razorback Baseball next Tuesday at Dickey Stevens Park.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
This is Sports Center.
Much like the late crooner Tony Bennett, the Arkansas Razorbacks left their heart in San Francisco Thursday night.
Wagner into the front court. 2 seconds, 1 second. DJ at the horn. No good. No good. And Texas Tech has won the ball game.
That's how the end of the game sounded on the Razorback Sports Network as Texas Tech completed the second largest comeback in the history of the Sweet 16 with an 85-83 victory over the Razorbacks. John L. Davis led Arkansas with 30 points. Carter Knox had 20. DJ Wagner finished with 13. Our own Josh Neighbors is in San Francisco. He'll have reaction to the game throughout the day. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
Roger Scott for Gravely Mowers. You know, when it comes to beautiful lawns, nothing cuts like a Gravely. When it comes to cutting prices, there's nothing like Gravely's biggest sale of the year, Mow the Distance. And this year, it's even bigger than ever. Because on March 17th through April 19th, you can save thousands of dollars with 0% interest over 48 months on all models. So hurry on down now to your local authorized Gravely dealer like Hoco Turf in Roland or Stockton Power Equipment in Sheridan.
Mark your calendars for the 21st Annual Double B's Buzzbecue, Saturday, May 10th at the downtown Riverside RV Park in North Little Rock. Tickets on sale soon.
Every project is an opportunity, and every John Deere tractor is built for rising to the challenge. The Down-to-Earth package is built for breaking new ground. The Greenway Special is built for cutting time, not corners. And the Weekend Warrior is built for those who give it everything, even on their days off. It's your time and your land. Let Greenway help you make the most of it with 0% financing for 7 years. Visit gogreenway.com to get started. With approved credit, see dealer for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2025.
It's March Madness at Red River, and we're serving up slam dunk saving. Drive the unstoppable 2025 Toyota Tacoma now with an unbelievable 3.99% financing rate.
Go electric and unstoppable in the new 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4xE with up to $12,000 off MSRP.
Need some serious power? Score big with up to $14,000 off MSRP on all new 2024 Super Crew XLT. Kobe!
Visit us in person or shop us online at redriverauto.com.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because our Kansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
The Zone and the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acri and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
I've wasted a paycheck on whiskey and long necks ever since you left, trying to figure this out. This Jack I've been drinking.
All right, everybody, welcome back in as we are at the Mainline Sports Bar here at Oaklawn as we are setting the stage for the Arkansas Derby set to run tomorrow. Races will be running today. Nancy Holthus will join us here in just a second to talk about the lineup and the race card. But before all that, head on out to good old Sherwood, too. My friends at Russell Chevrolet, always trying to take care of you, always putting great deals in front of your face. I'm talking about the 1500 Silverados. Right now, you can get them as low as 2.9% APR when it comes to that financing options for that 1500 Silverados. Now, that's going to be for the 5.3 liter and the 2.7 liter engines. They're going to take care of you, and they look good, too. Get you from point A to point B in style. Also, when it comes to Russell Chevrolet over there in Sherwood, it's right across the interstate from the mall over there in North Little Rock, McCain Mall, that is. They got a lot of pre-owned cars, all priced to sell. Once again, I say it all the time. It doesn't matter if you want it new or lightly used, they got you covered at Russell Chevrolet. And I talked about the in-house financing. They'll walk you through every step of the way. I know when it comes to that pocketbook, you are worried about down to the cent how much you're going to be spending each and every month, and they will put it on a sheet of paper and make you feel comfortable about it. No hidden fees as well. So head on out to good old Russell Chevrolet in Sherwood. Go visit my friends. Tell Sheila at the front desk DJ said hi.
Handicapping with Oaklawn's Nancy Holthus is brought to you by the Gangster Museum of America and the Hattery of Hot Springs, where you won't be gambling on a good time, but betting on a sure thing. Visit TGMOA.com. TGMOA.com.
The reason Nancy wasn't here earlier is because I failed to tell her because I woke up, Nancy, and I was so busy throwing up after what I watched last night that
I thought you were going to say you got overserved.
No.
Okay.
There's no such thing. I don't get hungover. I'm a grown man. I might have been overserved if they'd have won. I might have stayed there till 2 o'clock in the morning. But, oh, God, what a disappointing game.
I can't play like that anymore.
We don't have to. That's a good thing.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. No, I didn't literally throw, but that was a tough one to swallow. So you know what? For those of us who didn't win the kind of money we wanted to in Arkansas last night, some people lost out on the parlay because they didn't win the game last night. Let's win some money this weekend.
Let's do it.
Can we peek ahead to tomorrow first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a real good feeling about the Derby?
Cautiously.
I saw Baffert's horse. That looks like a monster.
He looks like a monster. So it's interesting because, I had heard a stat that no horse has ever broke the maiden sprinting on debut and then routed in a grade 1. But guess who's done it before?
Bob Baffert.
Bob Baffert. He did it several years ago with Taiba, broke his maiden sprinting. But mind you, he wasn't traveling while he did so. He did it in his base out in Southern California. But if anybody's got the blueprint to do so, it is Baffert. I just don't think that Cole Battle's getting the respect that he deserves.
Agreed.
And I don't know if that's because they don't consider Lonnie Briley, a top-rated trainer, Juan Vargas, a top-rated jockey. But I love this horse tomorrow. Mind you, it's hard to put races together. He's looking for his 5th straight stakes win. He won the Smarty Jones. He won the Rebel, which was Lonnie Briley's first graded stakes win as a trainer.
This dude is he's been at it like 50 years.
I mean, people don't know the name because, he was down in Louisiana. He was the farm guy getting these horses ready for these other really good trainers to go out and race. But I'm all with Cole Battle tomorrow. I don't think he's going to go off as the favorite. By far, Cornucopian, you're not going to get much money on him. But surely Bob Baffert is looking for his 6th victory in the Arkansas Derby. I don't know if he's the one to beat. That is a big ask. And Bob Baffert's got to run second in order to be able to make it to the starting gate of the Kentucky Derby if he does want to run Cornucopian there.
Lonnie he goes back to 1991 as a trainer. He did not have a $1 million earnings year until last year.
Oh, he's due.
I mean, he has had.
Win.
I mean, you look.
And he's in $1.5 million race tomorrow.
That's right.
You know?
It is wild. I mean, it's just he's an incredible story. I hope somebody, if they pull it off, especially since he won a couple of prep races here already. Like if they pull it off, I hope that there's some national media that tells his story.
Well, he's getting a lot of publicity right now, but even if things do go well, he's already got enough points to go into the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah,
already. But I don't think he's going to get the respect that he deserves in Kentucky either.
Yeah. What about the fantasy?
Fantasy, I really like Quiet Side in there for the barn of John Ortiz. She kind of set a little bit of an upset in the Grade 3 Honeybee. I'm looking for a big rebound from Take Charge Milady, who was training very, very well this morning. So, yeah, I expected both of those to do very well. Filly by the name of, go back to that screen real quick, Justin. Let's see, that is Simply Joking. Broke her maiden in a stakes race on debut and then came back to win another stakes race. She broke her maiden in the L'Atelier down at the fairgrounds and then won right back in the Silver Bullet Day.
What's broke her maiden mean?
So that means they won their first race.
Oh, okay. So
don't say it.
So horses that have never run, horses that have either never run or have never won a race, they are considered maidens. So there's maiden allowance and then there's maiden claiming, where you can purchase a horse for the claiming price.
I saw you come from a mile away. Please stay over there. For your own good. Nancy, let's talk about today. Can we make some money on this Friday? We do have we got the Temperance Hill Stakes as our feature today. And that is a $200,000 race on the warm-up, the preview day for Derby Day. But let's go top pick today.
All right, my top pick, we're going to back it up midway through the card in race number 5. This is a beaten $10,000 claiming event going a mile and an eighth. I really do like the 2 Enjoy It Straight. Coming from the barn of Sean Williams, gets our leading rider in Christian Torres. This runner is stretching out after going 6 furlongs in a 6th place finish against Open 12-5 Company. Every time that this horse goes from 6 furlongs to stretch out to around 2 turns has been a win. So the last 2 times that this has happened, also races second off the claim where the barn is 29% from a small sample. So love the stretch out for the number 2, Enjoy It Straight in race number 5.
We've got a couple entry in here too, which that is so rare these days.
You know what? It is, and now that Oaklawn has instituted the rule of owners will be coupled if it's, I believe, $20,000 claim or less.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. 2 for the price of 1, DJ. Okay. So if you pick
It's
the
a
1,
it's
you
a
get the 1A.
BOGO. It's a BOGO.
Buy one,
Yeah.
get one, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. All right, so what about for long shot today?
Long shot, I've got several 7-2, some 9-2s on the line, but one that really stands out is in race number 6. This is a maiden 12-5 for 3 and up. All looking for their first victory, DJ.
Okay.
6 furlongs, and the number 10, Chun Money from the barn of Sippy Contreras. I love me some Sippy. I'm a card-carrying fan of this trainer. Manny Escobar aboard, races 3rd off the layoff and gets some class relief after a 6th against maiden 30 last out, only beaten 3 lengths. So races 3rd off the freshening where the barn is 27% and gets some class relief, and I think we're going to get a good price.
You know what class relief means?
No.
That's like you've been racing 40-yard dash against Darren McFadden, and then you I'm going to go race Justin instead so I can feel good about myself.
Got you.
Yeah, it's like
What a
that.
great
Is it like going from majors down to the AAA?
Yeah, like going to AAA.
Okay.
I love how you go from DMAC to you.
Well, there are a few people along that pecking order to get to me, but if you really want to feel good,
Is there?
if you want to win by a lot,
Yes.
I'm your guy. All right. All right, and then in there are a couple of stakes races. I don't want to pronounce the one on the 8th, but the Temperance Hill is in the 10th. What is that thing, Nancy?
Temperance Hill is set to go 1.5 miles for 4 and up. It's actually last year's winner returns, and that was also his last trip to the winner's circle, and that is the number 4, Mask Parade. I'm going to try to beat him with the number 10, Sir Grayland from the barn of Kenny McPeak. This horse has really done well since moving to Oaklawn and coming off a bit of a layoff. Has been able to overcome outer post positions before, as he is going to do today. I think he could find himself probably closer to the pace than he was last out after he got away a little bit slow. But Sir Grayland it is for me in race number 10.
Can you pronounce the Frenchy name of the 8th race for me?
Le Petelier.
Le Petelier.
Yeah.
So that is actually the family that owned the property that is now Oaklawn, and they named it Oaklawn because of the amount of Oaklawn trees. There was a grove of oak trees.
Oaks on the lawn.
Le Paterel. I'm sorry, Le Paterel.
I wasn't going to. I don't know.
It sounds
You could have said
very
anything.
bougie. It sounds very bougie, though.
I did not know this. That's a great
but yeah,
story.
that's who owned the property where Oaklawn now stands, and there was a grove of oak trees, so they named it Oaklawn.
When did they sell it?
Well, you figure Oaklawn was founded in 1904, so it was right around the turn of the century.
So they sold it before. They didn't own it when it was Oaklawn.
Correct.
They just had the
yeah,
grounds.
the family never owned it. They sold it to the founders of Oaklawn.
Every day I try to learn nothing, and I can't help it.
Good for you. Man, that's something
I'm
to strive
smarter
for.
now.
Ebony is watching the stream. She said she loves your outfit.
Oh, thanks.
She loves it.
Thanks,
but
Ebony.
speaking of that, hat competition, right?
Yes,
Up and running
three
tomorrow.
celebrity judges, including the fabulous Miss Ebony. We have the last 3. Sorry, Justin. We've got
you said celebrity. That's
the
what I missed.
reigning Miss Arkansas and Corey Keller, also last year's Miss Arkansas, and Ebony 2 years ago. So yeah, big
Great.
celebrities. We've got 3 sessions, 1, 2, and 3 o'clock. It's going to be out in the infield. It's going to be gorgeous
It's
tomorrow.
awesome. Yep.
I'm just going to call it.
I guess I'm not
There
cool
you heard
enough.
it.
That's fine. You're going to get Miss Arkansas and a couple has-beens instead of me. That's fine. Whatever.
They don't look nearly as good in the dress as you do, Justin.
No,
so,
that's true.
Yeah.
I'm a size 4, by the way.
You wish.
I have small hips. We're dudes. That's how we're built, I
Dude,
swear.
you wish you were a size 4.
I'm telling you, it's pretty crazy. Men's hips are completely different.
Well, we got smaller hips?
We do. We're different.
Okay.
Women's, men's. We go in. It's different.
Well, women are.
They got childbirth. You know.
I was just going to say it's childbirthing hips.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's 2025, but there ain't no babies coming out of me. You can do all you want, but I ain't going to be able to produce a kid. Sorry. Not with these skinny hips. Hell no. Anyway, Nancy, good luck this weekend. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
too.
We will be here having a blast. And are you going Fascinator? Are you going
I'm going hat this
Big
time.
hat.
Yeah, I'm actually going a hat. I typically do fascinators, but I'm going. It's kind of like the Pretty Woman style hat.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm going
so-
Fedora tomorrow.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
You're going
it.
Fedora?
Yeah.
I don't know her.
Justin's going
No.
for a fascinator.
Oh, Fedora.
Yeah. What did I say it wrong?
No, you're good.
No, you
okay.
absolutely said it right. He
Oh,
just wants
okay.
to be a smartass, but I guess you're going for the fascinator.
I'm going for the smartass. I'm going to be hat free tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll stop by the Gangster Museum and the Hattery over there. And grab
Oh, they've
something.
got beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Raines, I'm coming to see you. 10:50. We got to hit a break. Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you.
Back in a sec.
We should be happy together forever. You and
Spring is here. It won't be long before you're planning a road trip. Get to Point S, Arkansas to get your car ready for it. Off-road tires for your pickup, ATV tires for your side-by-side, tires for your car to get your family around safely, Kumo, Toyo, Falcon, Blackhawk, Fortune, and more. And their Promise Plus road hazard protection to give you peace of mind. Stop by any Point S, Arkansas store, Bartlett Tire in Heber Springs, Tire Town in Benton, R&D Tire in Conway, and Fleet Tire in Pottsville or Russellville. Online at pointstire.com.
It's Justin Acri for Coffin by Design West. Shop with the local folks and get exactly what you want. You can also shop from the convenience of your own home by going to kaufmanlumber.com. There's an online store with over 800,000 items in inventory that can be delivered straight to your front door. Items in inventory include everything from hardware to housewares, heating and cooling supplies, lawn and garden tools, sporting goods, store and office supplies, and there's a huge range of products in each area available. So go by their store in West Little Rock at 14900 Cancel Road or do your shopping online at kaufmanlumber.com.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. Your Pool and Spa chemical headquarters. Great rebates going on now with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Sharona Spa chemicals and frog systems. You can always bring in a pool or spa water sample, and the chemically trained professionals at Luxury Pool and Spa will ensure your chemicals are at the correct levels. They also carry Pentair pool equipment, patio furniture by Fisco, PK Grills, and plenty of pool toys. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAFFIC25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code TRAFFIC25.
Beechwood Pinnacle Hotel Group is the leader in the state in managing hotel properties. From El Dorado to Jonesboro to Fayetteville to Kansas City and back home in Little Rock, you will find a Beechwood Pinnacle managed hotel property. Are you looking for a weekend staycation? Book the Hilton Garden Inn located on Rock Street and enjoy the Agassi 7-rooftop bar with fantastic views of the Little Rock skyline. Open Sunday through Thursday evenings from 4 to 11 and Friday and Saturday from 5 to midnight. Find them on the web at bphotels.com. Beechwood Pinnacle Hotel Group.
Can't get enough of us on the radio? Follow us on Twitter at JustinAcri7, at DJ45 Williams, and at CWeaver1037.
Medicine is drowning your perspective out. So I ain't taking any
I'm with her. It is 10:53. We're back in the zone. You want to put it to it?
You want to go there again?
You want to put it to a vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here, start a poll.
All right. Here we go. Christian, here's the scenarios. We welcome you back to Oaklawn.
Here we go again. You know how long we've been doing this? We've been doing this my entire tenure at the Buzz.
Tomorrow, listen, you should always take relationship advice from me because I'm good at it. Here's the deal. Ebony's going to be here tomorrow doing the hat contest. DJ is hosting a bachelor party for his boy who's getting married. Obviously, that's what bachelor parties are for. And they've got a tent in the infield, Christian. And his girl, Ebony, who we all love and adore.
Yes, me too.
Even though she's not Miss Arkansas anymore or whatever, said she wants to pop by and say hello while they're in the tent. And I said, so what? And he compared it to if he went to the bachelorette party in Austin, Texas, and popped in there. I'm like, you're not in Austin,
but then,
Texas.
Then she'll see the strippers and illicit drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do that.
Well, first of all,
see all that.
You can't have strippers, at least, on the infield. So that's not happening.
The illicit drugs, I don't have any say-so over, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to let strippers in the infield, even in a tent. So, yeah, I think she should be able to stop by and say hello. Ebony, I'm on your side.
Just stop by and say hello for 30 seconds, and then you're gone.
Maybe 2 minutes, but here's the thing. You cannot dally. You cannot hang out. You cannot, what's the word I'm looking for?
Linger.
Linger.
Hover.
Linger's a good one.
Linger.
Hover.
There's another word, too.
Yes. What do they call it when you
talk? Fraternize.
Fraternize? Well, she can do that. That's just saying hello to the other people.
Okay.
But, like, there's a word that's, like, legal. You can't do this here. It's like
loiter.
Loiter. Yes. No loitering. Get yourself, Ebony, get in, give him a kiss, grab a cocktail, get the hell out.
I saw what she's wearing tomorrow and the color, and I'll be kind of matching.
You got to get one pick.
And so we'll get a pick.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll get a pick.
Now get the heck out.
I'll come down.
This is the thing. I'll come down and monitor. I'll come down and be like, Ebony, you got your picture. Now get out.
I'm going to have to go see her. She's busy. She's doing the hat contest.
How long is that gonna take? 15 minutes?
It is from 12 to 3.
Oh,
my
gosh.
So she's going to be locked in, all right?
Turns out I don't want to be invited to judge the hat contest
but then she's got to leave after because she's going to Rascal Flats.
Where's that?
Oh,
Simmons.
nice.
Tomorrow.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Rascal Flatts got some bangers.
Okay,
yeah, they got a few.
All right, I'm getting a good look at the goaltending. I'm telling you.
Ooh, it's close, but I think it touched.
No, it didn't. I'm 100% convinced because Carter Knox got a finger on it, which adjusted the thing, and then which adjusted the trajectory, and then Brazil came up and slapped it off the glass.
They showed about 6 angles. 5 of them, I was just like, there's no way. Then they showed one. I was like, ooh.
It wasn't even out of his hand.
I see it.
It wasn't even out of his hand when you
the
kick
above angle made me think it hit the backboard.
Yeah,
I think it's baloney. They got screwed. Anyway, the jump ball was worse, so that one was clear cut. They absolutely blew the whistle too fast on the jump ball. Also, Arkansas gave a potential run. That's on them.
Wasn't there one continuation foul that should have been like an and one?
Well, the continuation's not a thing in college basketball, even though it should be.
Not continuation.
You thought he was in the shot?
But it looked like it was in a shot. It should have been an and one.
I didn't think so. I know what you're saying. It was close.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyway. Games today. We can move on. There's money to be made over at Oaklawn Sports. Zach will join us later. Men's start at 6 o'clock tonight on CBS. Ole Miss, Michigan State. I love Coach Beard, but I'm on Michigan State. Kentucky, Tennessee, third time around. Michigan, Auburn. Seth was on with us yesterday. I just call him Seth like we're boys. Seth Greenberg.
Okay.
Seth Greenberg told us yesterday he really likes who did he tell us he really liked? He really liked whoever beat Maryland yesterday.
Florida. He picked Florida to win that championship.
He did like Florida. He also likes Michigan State today, and he also likes Michigan to make it interesting with Auburn.
I agree with him there. I think Michigan makes it interesting. I don't know why the line's 9.5.
Well, because Auburn is the overall number 1.
Yeah, but they're
struggling a little bit. Yeah, and Michigan did just win. Listen, if you want to ride the hot team, Michigan just won the Big Ten tournament. And then we all think Houston's going to smoke Purdue. So
easy.
Yeah, hope so. Anyway, that's that. Women's games start at 1:30 today. North Carolina, Duke. What a huge game for them. Maryland, South Carolina. Good luck, Maryland. LSU, NC State, and then Ole Miss, UCLA. UCLA's the 1 seed playing that late game. So Ole Miss is men and women in action today. That's kind of fun. Good deal for them. Not so good for us. Anyway, it's 10:58. Speaking of women's basketball, if you missed Coach Music in our visit with her yesterday.
I listened.
Yeah, it's on the podcast. We had a good time. It's a good show yesterday. We were busy.
Coach Bond.
That's right.
At Gwatney Chevrolet, we believe everyone deserves an affordable ride. That's why we're rolling out the Affordable Car Act of 2025. Get a Chevy Trax for just $299 a month or a Trailblazer for only $359 a month. We have a few 2024 models left with huge discounts. Tahoes and Suburbans up to $10,000 off. Silverados up to $17,500 off. Plus pre-owned vehicles at or below sales tax credit rates. Visit us at 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville or shop GwatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spraying or stop by 65th and University.
Live fan feedback on 103.7 The Buzz is powered by Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Whit Davis Lumber Plus, more than a lumber yard.
Where the hogs hit the hardwood. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
Police are looking into 2 break-ins at pharmacies in Pine Bluff. Dr. Orders Pharmacy and Flowers Pharmacy were both broken into. Thieves stole more than $17,000 worth of chemotherapy medication and another $5,000 in other medications. The owner of Clifford Flowers says he also lost a handgun and around $3,000 worth of collectible coins. Police are now searching for the suspects. You can stick with all the updates at KRK.com. And a woman suspected of murder is taken into custody after she barricaded herself inside an apartment in North Little Rock. Police say 70-year-old Janice Bryant was taken into custody after an hour-long standoff. Bryant is accused of killing a North Little Rock woman in the Villas of Country apartments on Thursday. Police found the woman shot. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. I'm Jessica Rockwell with the Buzz Radio Network.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Joel Young.
We're mostly cloudy on Friday with perhaps a few isolated showers. Temperatures up to about 74 degrees. Breezy later in the day and staying breezy through the night with more scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Temperatures down to 62 Saturday morning, and then Saturday, morning showers and gradual clearing with highs around 75. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
It's the Ranger and Tracker Open House Sale, going on now at Bradford Marine and ATV at all 6 statewide locations. Last of the boat show deals on Ranger Z519 with 225 horsepower Mercury with trailer, free cover, and up to a $1,000 Bass Pro gift card, and discounts over $9,500. Or get the Tracker Pro Team 175 TXW with 75 horsepower Mercury outboard with special financing and get up to a $750 Bass Pro gift card. Don't miss the open house sale at all Bradford Marine and ATV statewide locations. Your Ranger and Tracker dealer.
This is Pat Bradley for Wood Grill Buffet. Wood Grill has the state's largest and freshest buffet with 190 items, including 30 meat items, food bar, salad bar, and dessert bar. Wood Grill is open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. They have 2 large private dining rooms, and Wood Grill also does catering. Wood Grill Buffet can drop off any order with staff service for 25 to 1,000 people. Wood Grill is at exit 118 in Benton, 1916 Congo Road, or call 501-778-9656. Check them out.
Proudly serving Little Rock and the surrounding areas, All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros is your trusted one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. We know that tire needs and auto repair services can be stressful and unplanned, but at All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, we offer fast and simple financing for everyone. Whether you're looking for new tires or any kind of auto repair, we have your financing needs covered. Visit us in Mapleville or Little Rock today or online at allabouttireandbrake.com. Tire Pros. Love the drive.
Well, we're getting ready to be in the springtime, and this is the time that you want to get out and be active. Whether you like to run, hike, be on the lake, whatever you like to do to be active, you just don't want to do it with joint pain. Hey, everybody, it's RJ Hawk. Do you have that nuisance in your back? Maybe it's your knees. Are you not sleeping well because of the pain? What if I told you there's an answer? It's called QC Kinetics. They've got regenerative treatments that are sweeping the nation. This groundbreaking treatment for arthritis pain is a long-term relief, and it's possible right here in Central Arkansas. QC Kinetics treatments use your own body's healing agents to revitalize your joints without going under the knife. That's right, no surgery, no downtime, and no drugs. Look, joint pain does not have to get better with time. So before it's absolutely debilitating, see if you're a candidate for a life-changing regenerative treatment. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Sometimes someone writes a song that invariably seeps into our souls. One who did this was Charles Dumont, who died recently at the age of 95. In 1960, Edith Piaf recorded his song, Non, je ne regrette rien, a powerful anthem of redemptive love that became legendary in France. In blunt and defiant terms, it is a rejection of past memories, both good and bad, while moving toward a new future. It became Piaf's signature song and an anthem all of France thrills to hear. You'll be thrilled to hear a warm welcome to Doublebee's as you consider the dazzling array of choices in the realm of snacky treats and delicious drinks. Doublebee's is so good that it pleases even the stuffy French. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter agents Chad Kesterson in Arkadelphia, Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff, or Blake Jumper in Benton.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Coverage of the NCAA West Regional from San Francisco is brought to you by Beechwood Pinnacle Hotels. Find them on the web at bphotels.com. First Security Bank, bank better. And UAMS Health, for a better state of health.
Dribble handoff Williams. Williams going to try to back Knox down. 5 to shoot. Darian Williams spins at the basket, off the glass and in. In with 7 seconds to go. Texas Tech by 2. Wagner into the front court. 2 seconds, 1 second. DJ at the horn. No good. No good. And Texas Tech has won the ball game. Texas Tech has won the game in overtime.
Not only just losing games, we were 0-5, but they were also in a dark place individually that they overcame it. And I just kept talking. The first battle you have is the one with yourself. Don't worry about battling anybody else. Battle yourself. How do you keep a good attitude? How do you understand there's only one way to do this is work your way through it? We get in the gym, spend more time. Second thing is you're so worried about yourself, you can't play for us. And then the game's really hard. They became one heartbeat, and the game became easier for each of them. And each of them did some good stuff. Every one of them played better, grew as a player, grew as a person. That's what made it so rewarding for me, because there was a chance they could have let go of the rope. I mean, I think I was asked that question, what do you know, will they let go of the rope? You're 0-5. And I said, no. I don't believe it because of who they are and what they stand for. And I'll say it again. Adu probably shouldn't even have tried to play today. And Boogie still wasn't fully there. But he wanted to play. Which tells you a lot about them and their love for their teammates and their team.
Well, emotional Cal, I'm sure. Hogs losing overtime last night, 85-83 the final. And again, we broke down all the missed opportunities and the woulda, coulda, shouldas in the first hour. If you missed it, you can go back and listen to it. I can't do it again. I just don't have the energy. We'll turn the page the next season here in a little bit. Cal's got some comments about building next year's team. We'll start thinking about that. Obviously, there's a lot of basketball left to be played. Unfortunately, Arkansas is not going to be a part of it. A 30-point output from John L. Davis last night. Arkansas was 19-22 at the line, 10 of 25 from 3. I mean, they did a lot of things right. And they also held Texas Tech to 25% from the three-point line, and a lot of times that's enough to win. But I'm telling you, the points off of turnovers, is again, it's remarkable to me. 18-3 when you had 10 turnovers and they had 8, and they outscored you by 15 points. It's just wild. It just really is a rare deal there. We're going to talk to Tom Murphy in a bit about all this stuff, but Razorback baseball getting back after it today. Again, Arkansas upset earlier this week by Missouri State in extra innings. They will head to Vanderbilt looking for their first road series win against the Commodores since 2010. Arkansas has not had much success in Nashville, but frankly, neither have most teams. First game tonight's at 7 o'clock, pregame at 6:30 on the Buzz, so an early start to the weekend for Mr. Rainwater and the crew. And Arkansas will go with the same rotation, it looks like. That's the plan. Root will start, the lefty, against J.D. Thompson from Vanderbilt, who's got a 4.06 ERA. He's 2-1. Our buddy Gabe Gackel will go on day 2, and then it's going to be Bottle Cheese on Sunday. He is 3-0 this year with a 3.76 ERA. And I think they're getting some TV time this weekend. SEC Network tonight, and then it'll just be on Plus the next couple of days. And then softball, as we pull in Tom and welcome in David Longinani. Hi, David.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're okay. I'd be better if Arkansas had won last night, but you know what? Wish in one hand, and, well, you know what to do with the other. Softball, Arkansas is at Bogle Park this weekend hosting Kentucky. The opener is today at 6 o'clock. They are 23-7. Had a series victory at Tennessee, lost that Monday game, the third of the 3. And as far as Kentucky, they're 21-12 this year. And obviously, Bree Ellis trying to continue her hot streak. She has been crushing it, 17 home runs. And you can hear her on Morning Mayhem through the season this year. Last thing here, yesterday Major League Baseball got fully underway. And the Cubs finally got their first win. That was interesting. That was my one little salve to the wound last night. I'm watching the Cubs while I'm watching Arkansas pee the bed last night. And the Cubs were handling the Diamondbacks on the road, so that was good. Arkansas's got a handful of guys in the pros. We are going to have Jordan Wicks on, who's not a former Razorback. He's a former Kansas State Wildcat.
Okay.
But he's going to join us all season long, thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai. But we're also going to keep an eye on Connor Nolan, their teammates up in Des Moines.
Crane Buick GMC of Conway.
Oh, thank you very much, Christian. Wrong one. Pardon me. So many dealerships all the time.
All over the place.
Appreciate all the Crane dealerships. Thank you, Christian. Also, speaking of the Diamondbacks, Jalen Beeks is playing for Arizona right now. Andrew Benintendi's with the White Sox. Heston Kjerstad is with the Orioles. Ryan Stanek's with the Mets. And I don't remember Trevor Stephan. He's with the Guardians. He's got a little asterisk next to his name, and I don't know what that means because I didn't print the whole sheet here. But
maybe he's in the minors?
Could be, but they would have listed Connor Nolan then and a bunch of others.
Maybe he's injured.
Anyway,
Who knows?
Maybe Tom will know. Let's bring Tom in. And, David, I didn't know when you were coming, so I'm glad to see you. We're going to talk to you in a second here.
All right.
If you
fine.
If you got comments or questions for Tom, feel free.
No, okay. I'm good.
Tom Murphy joining us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Hello, Mr. Murphy.
Good morning, guys. Pleasure to be with you again.
Tom, it's good to be with you. I wish it was under better circumstances. I wish that we were talking about a big Razorback victory last night, but instead, here we are. And we talked about a lot of different facets to that game. There are a lot of key plays. There was, a lot of good things that happened last night. Talked a lot about the jump ball, the goaltend, whether it was or wasn't, and some shot selection issues with Arkansas late in the game. How about for you? What stands out about coming up a little bit short in that one?
I would say this: the way they have been playing lately, that's the kind of game they hold on and win. That's just who they've been lately. The biggest shot that comes to my mind was somebody missed, and the Razorbacks offensive rebounded, and it came right back out to DJ Wagner, and he took a 3. And I know there's been a recent game where he did that. It was late in the regular season or something, and it was a huge shot when he did. Maybe the Mississippi State game. But in that circumstance, you're better off burning another 15 to 16 seconds than you are scoring 3 more points. You want to score, obviously, but to me that was a little bit rushed. And if you burn time there, it's certainly valuable time that you could have off the clock late in the late in regulation. So I thought that one hurt. And
yep.
Obviously, I thought the goaltend call was legit. I mean, I know it was below the rim, but when Gene Steratore comes on and confirms it, I'm good with that. And otherwise, just the kind of spunk that they've shown down the stretch, that was the kind of game that they've just won it. And last night, Texas Tech went to the one thing that was really in their favor was offensive efficiency. And when it got down to it, Williams and Toppin would get a bucket down low, and it's what led them back.
No doubt. Well, overall, if you were going to use one word, what would you say on the season?
Wow. I would say a word like not a word like magical or spectacular, but just, like remarkable. It was a remarkable season in that it started so poorly. You get and I mentioned this last week, you get the Calipari staff are archaic. They bounced back from that. But man, I mean, Lord, they could be one of the 4 SEC teams, or however many that could be left. If Ole Miss and the Kentucky-Tennessee winner, you got Ole Miss, you got the other 2. They could be one of 4 or 5 SEC teams still in the field had they just held on last night.
Yeah,
so it hurts. It really hurts. But what a season! That all the pieces. John Calipari learned something about roster composition, even at his age. How you got to have guys that can help you if you get injuries and stuff, and that certainly impacted them. And they rebounded from it, and down the stretch, they became the kind of team that we thought they could be. I wish John L. Davis had got a touch in the last seconds, but it didn't feel like it was going to go out of DJ Wagner's hand at that point.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I was actually thinking that too. And again, I'm not going to knock Wagner. He had a lot of big shots for them in the tournament. And I love, again, that running shot, down the side of the lane where he pitches it up off the glass. I mean, he's been really, really good at that. And he ended up 5 of 14. But you're right, a couple tough ones last night for sure. Let's see here. Let's move on to baseball real quick, and then we'll let you roll. But, kind of a wild game earlier this week, Tom. And again, it doesn't hurt you in the big scheme of things overall. Maybe some lessons to be learned there. You give up 5 runs in the top of the 9th to blow that one. Speaking of blown leads, that's kind of the theme of the week, I guess. But another big opportunity to bounce back against Vanderbilt this weekend, and that's a place they've not had much success.
No, they haven't won a series there in a while. That was a really painful loss. I mean, Missouri State comes in 10-12. You got the big lead. And then, they just kind of let themselves down. A drop pop-up and just allowing runners on. And it's just the kind of game, it's like the basketball team, just the kind of game that you've been holding on and winning, finding a way. And when you're 23-2, yeah, I mean, you're greedy for wins, man. You're greedy for wins. You're trying to get to 50. You're trying to get a home regional, all that. All that's still in front of them, but it's the kind of game that you rue. But maybe it becomes a lesson builder for them. They got to figure out what's going on with their pitching. Yep. It's hard to say. In recent years, they've been such a pitching great, depth team, pitching rich team, and now it's the hitting that's kind of carrying them. So it'll be fun to, just like it always is, when we get into the warmer months, it'll be fun to watch this team evolve and try to figure out the answers on the mound.
How concerned are you about Gackle? He's been our guest this year. He's our NIL guy for the season. And Coach Van Horn, after the last outing, he said, we're not really sure. And I told Gabe, I said, that's like when you go to the doctor. And he's like, never seen that before. When Dave's a little confounded, that makes me concerned. But he is doing some good things, and he's talked about his velocity being up. They like what he's getting out of his breaking ball, but hasn't necessarily had the success. And I think he's had a few tough breaks. Are you concerned about him, or you think he's got enough things working for him where he can get it figured out here this weekend?
Well, I think the latter half of what you just said, and it's because of this. When all their testing, all their metrics show that his velocity's fine, he's getting the break. They have all the testing, all the numbers you want to see. The break on his breaking ball is good, and so when all that seems to test out, then it's really just a matter of maybe micro locations, and making the right pitches at the right time. So I have a feeling they're going to get that one worked out. It's trying to get Gage Wood back, and just getting a little bit more depth from their starters, to me, that is the real key as they move forward.
Well, Tom, we'll let you go. Have a great weekend, man. I appreciate the time, and we'll talk next week.
You bet. Always good to talk to you. See you.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. We got a little bit from Dave Van Horn, then we'll welcome in Mr. Longinati here. Food has arrived at the main line. We got some wingies. We got a little nacho sample going over here with some pulled pork. We're happy about that. We like the way that's looking.
A little pulled pork.
Yep, pulled pork.
Yep.
This is Coach talking about the Hogs trying to bounce back after that tough midweek loss.
Yeah, I think we move on. We told them last night after we said a few things, we needed to move on for the most part. And I did tell them that I may touch on a few things tomorrow, but we try to learn from it and get better. And like I said last night, sometimes you lose a game, it might help you win a game down the road, and we hope that'll end up being the case.
That'd be good. I'm ready for some wins. I'm ready for some wins here at Oaklawn, too. David Longinati joining us, the director of Oaklawn Anywhere. If you can't join us this weekend, stinks for you. But you can always bet, of course, on your Oaklawn Anywhere account. And there we go. Look at that handsome face. How are you, sir?
Well, I was looking for the handsome face.
That's you, big fella.
No,
What's the word on the street? How you doing?
Well, would love if the Razorbacks were still playing, but they're not. But that also means to some of us that basketball season is over. It's Arkansas Derby season.
It is. It's horse racing and baseball now.
Horse racing and baseball. That's great.
I mean,
the two oldest recognized sports in America.
Is that right?
Correct.
I did not know that. Nancy taught us something today.
What did she teach you?
The early stakes race is named after the property or the family that owned the property before Oaklawn was Oaklawn.
Correct. I think that was Charles La Patarelle. I do not know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Well, that was close enough. Yeah. I don't speak French. I barely speak English most of the time. So what stands out about the weekend other than we got a really big card tomorrow and we start early?
Well, it's just all the wonderful opportunities to be entertained. I mean, not just from a wagering standpoint. We've got the Arkansas Razorback Marching Band here tomorrow. They're going to play the Razorback fight song and then do the call to the post before the Arkansas Derby. That's going to be a huge event. We've got the hat contest out in the infield. I mean, there's something for everybody here. I mean, you don't have to be a huge horse racing fan to come out and have a good time on Arkansas Derby Day. And it is, for people like my wife, the lovely bride of 37 years, it is the best place in Arkansas to people watch.
There's no doubt.
Arkansas Derby Day at Oaklawn. The best ever.
DJ is hosting a bachelor party this weekend on the
big bachelor party infield.
They got a tent, and they're going to do it up right, but they've got some guys who've never been to the races before, and they're going to be blown away. Although it is going to kind of ruin them because they're going to come in sometime like on a Thursday in December, and they'll be like, wait a minute.
It's always this way. The bachelor party name, I named it. You got a little tent sign. Throne, getting derby with it.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Getting derby with it.
Getting derby with it.
I like that.
You're like, what, with it?
With
it.
Yeah, I'm not hip to the scene, man. I don't know. I'm a dork, and but cool. That sounds fun.
Excited.
How about for the Derby?
I'm still looking at it. Still trying to make up my mind. Obviously, the biggest cornucopian is the big mystery horse. Ran a great, phenomenal race. Probably the best 3-year-old maiden race in the history of Oaklawn when he broke his maiden on the undercard on Rebel Day. Going from 6 furlongs to 1 mile and an eighth is not something that most trainers do, particularly in a Grade 1 race, but it has been done. It was done in 2022 by Bob Baffert with a horse named Taba.
We talked about that with Nancy, too.
Yep.
Is it asking too much? Should we be looking elsewhere?
Well, here's the if, depending upon how things go, I mean, if he really gets a gut test tomorrow, he will probably be the first horse I throw out on the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Now, if he gets everything his own way and is able to draw off down the lane with a little bit of ease, then I still think asking a horse off in his third career race to run in the Run for the Roses is a bit much.
Right.
But I think there are some other opportunities in here for an upset too. I mean, this sounds. Obviously, Sandman. One of these days, Sandman is going to run his race.
Yeah.
One of these days, Coal Battle is going to get the respect that he deserves.
Well, he can get it tomorrow.
He could get it tomorrow. And the other aspect of it too is there are 2 horses in the race that are coming out in the allowance race here on March 2nd. One owned by Frank Fletcher, one trained by Kenny McPeak. Both of those horses have a legitimate shot, I firmly believe. And the horse that I picked as a maiden in the Rebel is back in, and he had another excuse. So there's stories, up and down the program. There are tons of stories.
David, if you could bet on a horse after they get out of the gate, just that first little spot, just depending on how they start, how much higher of a winning percentage would you have? Or is there just so much dirt left for things to happen?
Well, I think the first 2 seconds of a race are just confusing as heck.
Okay.
I mean, it's even more confusing before the race because the first 2 seconds, that's where a lot of things, a lot of good things happen, a lot of bad things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are instances where, that would be kind of, hey, we can't do that. But there are instances where it would be great to be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But you would have to be very quick and.
Well, no, I just meant based off the start alone.
Yes.
If a horse gets out slower than anticipated, if you know one's not good from behind as they are front, I mean, are there some horses the start is very important to get to where they need to be for the race?
Obviously, and usually the shorter the race, the more that is, and obviously the more crowded the gate is.
Yep.
The more important that is. For instance, the Kentucky Derby, you do not want to draw the one hole.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the one hole, you might as well just tell your jockey, just take back. We'll do something on another day, perhaps.
Yep. Wow.
Just because there's those 19 other horses are all trying to get to the same spot that you're already at, which is right next to the rail.
Yep.
And even though they have a very, very long run into the first turn, the horse in the one hole in the Kentucky Derby generally
never wins.
Rarely.
Sorry, I keep watching highlights from last night.
Oh,
and
you keep putting yourself through
that?
that?
This guy's beating up on DJ Wagner. He's mad about the last play. But, 7 seconds, Hey, the worst thing would have been if he passed it at the end of the
with no time left,
and they didn't get a shot up. That would have been sickening. Didn't get a great look, but he had it was like online. He just didn't get enough on it. Okay, so how about today? Anything standing out about the stakes or in general today?
Well, the Temperance Hill Stakes, I think, is going to be very interesting. Obviously, we don't run a mile and a half here very often, and very
I try to
rarely.
never run a mile and a half if I can help it.
Yeah, well, me either. But I think it's a very interesting race. You got the winner from last year, Mask Parade, in here. He's going to be, I think, one of the favorites. Game Warden. All these horses are, I think, fit the profile of a mile and a half winner. I think I'm going to go for the 3-horse Time for Trouble, when he runs his best race, he's run against the best marathon horse in the country and has held his own.
Well, the way things have gone in Fayetteville or with teams from Fayetteville this week, if there was a horse called Blown Lead that was running today, I would load up on that one. It's been kind of a trend.
Was it 16 points with 4 minutes left?
16 with 11 to go.
11, okay.
And they were up by 6 with a minute and change. And there was a jump ball that was controversial that would have given them the ball up 6 with a minute 15. Because Knox hit the 3 to give them a 6-point lead. Then they go down and they get the stop and they get the ball, and then they jump in, and it was literally that long. 1 second tie up, ridiculous. But listen, they had plenty of chances. It's a bummer.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, 6-7 weeks ago, if you said you're going to be a Sweet 16 team, you'd have been laughed out of the bar.
You're right. Yeah, that's a good point. It was a very entertaining season, I would say that. I think it gave us lots of material to work with. In our industry, that's all that matters.
And I'll be honest with you, I kind of like, I hadn't paid a whole lot of attention to, Calipari's coaching style. But I think he's an excellent teacher.
Yeah. He's a great motivator, too, and I do, too. He definitely built some guys up that needed it when you go back to the beginning of the season. Pretty remarkable, so. We got to hit a break.
All right.
Appreciate you, David. See you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. We're going to start. The first post tomorrow is 11:20.
So I guarantee you, by the end of the show, we'll give you a winner.
Absolutely. It just may be after the fact, and that's unfortunate. But, hey, we'll give you something. So we're going to be set up by the paddock tomorrow if you're looking for us and you want to come by and say hello. We'll be on 11 to 11:30, and Oaklawn Race Day on the Buzz as well. We'll be streaming it live tomorrow, too. So all this equipment's going to your office after this.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a second. And if you want to join us, 433-1037. Zach will be joining us at some point here. We do have lines on the games this weekend, even though Arkansas's not playing. They didn't just shut the whole thing down. They're going to keep playing. Yeah. So we'll talk about that coming up.
But you learned to swerve. Me, I swung and I missed, and the next thing you know, I'm reminiscing, dreaming old dreams, wishing old wishes, like you would be back again.
David and Roger are bringing Morning Mayhem to Fayetteville Wednesday to broadcast from FL Davis Ace Hardware, 1535 North College on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas basketball season came to an end last night as they fell to Texas Tech 85-83 in overtime. The Hogs controlled most of the night, leading by 16 points with 10 minutes left in the game, but the Red Raiders weathered the storm and made the second largest comeback in Sweet 16 history. John Calipari was 12-3 in Sweet 16 games, as well as 35-0 in tournament games when leading by at least 6 points at half before the loss last night. After the game, Coach Calipari talked about the tough end of the season.
Hard game. Two teams went at it, slugfest, and we're all disappointed here, but I told them there's nothing them individually or my team could do to disappoint me because of what they've done this year.
With Texas Tech moving on, they'll face Florida tomorrow at 5:09 on CBS or True TV in the Elite Eight. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
High school and college baseball are back in the natural state. Join me, Kevin Bohannon, every week on Drive Time Sports for Around the Horn, brought to you by Fence Brokers.
Whatever you're doing this weekend, if it doesn't involve fast horses, daily doubles, high fives, and corned beef sandwiches, you may be doing it wrong. Every weekend through May 3rd, Oaklawn has live thoroughbred racing. Whether your Oaklawn is cheering from the home stretch, dining in the Bugler restaurant, or raising a glass at the First Turn bar, your race day is whatever you want it to be. Make reservations today at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to Moe's. Hey guys, this is Brandon with Moe's Southwest Grill. We welcome you in for the freshest Tex-Mex you'll find outside of your own garden. Check us out on Mo Mondays, where we have bowls and burritos starting at $7.99. And remember, your kids always eat free with us on Sundays. Let Moe's cater your next event. Schedule online at moes.com. And while you're there, download our app for weekly specials. Stop by anytime, where you'll always get the freshest Tex-Mex, and you'll always hear us say, "Welcome to Moe's."
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
Welcome back in the zone. Did we say something dumb? Well, let us know by texting our D3 Auto Sales text line or messaging us on our Whit Davis Lumber Plus Live fan feedback. Now, back to the show. Call now at 501-661-1037 for your chance to win tickets to see Arkansas in Grambling State at Dickey Stevens Park in North Little Rock next Tuesday night at 6. Thanks to your home for Razorback Sports in Central Arkansas. 1037 The Buzz.
It's baseball season. It's horse racing season. Free tickets, 433-1037. You heard the man? Come on, get you some. Zack is here. He's setting up the swing suite for DJ so he can hit a few shots.
You're going to have some, too.
Okay. It's a little early for shots.
What was it, 17?
Yeah, Sawgrass. Yeah.
You smoked it last time.
Yeah.
You were on it.
Yeah.
A little short.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world. DK's in the house. What's up, DK?
Good morning, fellas. From what I've seen, when they gave Hawkins that wide open, uncontested three, they was spent right there. They was out of gas. From what I've seen, they was out of gas.
You might be right. I will say this. There's no excuse for that because did you see the minutes that the starters played? I know their bench outplayed Arkansas's, or outscored them at least. But Williams played 38 minutes. Hawkins played 45 minutes, and all 45, and Christian Anderson played 44. So I don't want to hear about winded. I mean, their dudes are playing a ton of minutes too. You know what I mean?
They dudes might have been playing a ton of minutes, but I think they had more depth. So I don't know how many substitutions he made, but I do know the Hogs was spent right there at the end because didn't nobody try to get out to the arc and defend, so they was spent.
Yeah, you're right.
But worse than them giving up a lead is the Lakers. The Lakers had even less time than that, and gave it up to the Bulls.
How about that? You see the half-court shot?
Yeah. Josh, is it Giddy?
Have a good day, fella.
Yep. See you, man. Thanks, DK. Appreciate it. Chris, you got our winner?
Yes, I do.
You want to tell me who it is?
It's UPS Todd.
UPS Todd.
What winner for?
We're giving away tickets. Remember, we're qualifying people today for tickets for the game on Tuesday.
We're doing a thing? How did we give away a winner already?
He played a liner.
Oh, okay.
We're going to play a liner twice today.
Gotcha.
So you still have a chance to win. Don't worry. All right, let me get Zach's open on, and then we'll dive in with him. I got some D3 Auto Sales tech stuff I got to hit too, though.
Now, it's time to learn the biggest lines of the weekend. It's Better Bets with Oaklawn's Director of Sports Wagering, Zack Gillham. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Hi, Zach.
Hey, guys. How we doing?
I've been better.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
A few things here. By the way, our question of the day today is, Christian, we were talking about, what was it? It's about, like, your biggest disappointments in Razorback fandom. This guy says Ohio State Sugar Bowl loss. Thanks a lot, DJ.
Whoa.
Nice drop. The stern over, this guy says. Let's see here. SEC championship game against Florida. That was up there for me. 98 Tennessee. Losing to Indiana State in the Final Four. Jim Harris, who's a longtime sports writer, said Arkansas blew a 16-point lead to Louisville one year in the NCAA tournament. I think that was in the Sweet 16 too, maybe he said.
My latest one outside of the drop foul ball.
Yeah. Oh, the foul ball, my God.
Is,
yes.
They don't talk about it a lot, but I really think Arkansas, the year after I left, losing to LSU in Baton Rouge when they were ranked, we were ranked 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was tough.
That one was bad.
Never seen that before.
And then Honey Badger just went crazy. I think he had a return touchdown.
Yeah, it was awful.
This guy says, I'd say the game in Little Rock against LSU when D-Mac had the 80-yard run and then they gave it the kickoff return.
Trenton Holiday. Jerk. Hunts. Yeah,
it's not really fair how fast he is. He shouldn't be allowed to play football. One word for the season, bipolar, says this guy from the 501. This person says, guys, Arky lost that game because they started jacking threes in the second half, made only 2. That driving the ball stopped. Look, you knew it was going to come back to the mean, right? Like, you knew Arkansas wasn't going to shoot like that all day, and you knew they weren't going to shoot that bad all night, and that's what happened. That's it. I mean, they figured it out.
I was just wishing that Knox maybe had fired a few more.
That would have been nice. I'll tell you right now, I would have never gone 100% from 3.
Sure.
Because I would have shot until I missed.
Yes, 100%.
I promise you.
Yes. Am I making this up? Did Trenton Holiday return another punt against Arkansas? Because I
don't remember that.
I feel like I was on punt coverage, and I was the last line of defense, and I saw him. We had about 20 yards of space, and I don't know if I had a dream or did that really happen.
I
think he took it to the house. But it would have been.
I don't remember that. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I got to do some research.
Jason says every loss to Texas in the history of Arkansas. Those are no fun. This guy says we lost to Ole Miss at War Memorial 1 year too. Pretty disappointing. Okay. Tyler Zuber from Whitehall, ASU grad, is on the New York Mets 40-man roster. We were just talking about Razorbacks. There's a lot of guys I think that have some Arkansas connections. Who do I speak with at Oaklawn about working a partnership deal? I don't know. Not Zach. I don't know who to talk to. Season over, guy. Mad we lost. Go figure. Par for the course. Yeah, mad we lost. I bet on him, you jackass.
Just because we thought the season was over doesn't mean we wanted it. We wanted them to lose.
I mean, look, I love Coach Cal, and I like this team, and I didn't think they were going to come back. It doesn't happen very often. You don't usually dig yourself a hole like that and find your way out. On the goaltend, I agree all the angles, but one convinced me it was clean, but you can tell on the one angle it barely brushed the backboard first. The quickest jump ball in the history of the sport, however, was ridiculous. Hog's going to hog, though. Justin DJ text me. I have a good question to ask. It's very important.
DJ?
Yeah, you. JW wants you to send him a text.
Yeah, give him his number.
Yep. It's 870.
It's 281-330.
No, not your number.
004.
I'm not giving him your number. I'm going to give you his number.
Was that Vickery's number that you just gave up?
Who,
No.
mine?
Did you just give your number on the air?
No.
Okay.
It's Mike Jones.
What was Nancy's long shot pick?
Mike Jones.
Nancy's long shot pick was number 10 in the 6th. Justin, the fact that you know you're a size 4 scares me. Okay, fair. I have a story. Big Z's going to be like, you are the weirdest person I've ever met.
A dress size?
No, it's shorts.
Oh, okay.
So I made a bet with Eric Sullivan, who used to work at the station. If you don't know Eric Sullivan's story, you can Google it. Anyway, I lost a bet to him, and I had to dress up as a Twin Peaks waitress for
I remember that. It was before I
charity.
started working here.
And they gave me some outfits to use, and I take it home, and I literally had a size 4 short, and I was like, these fit lovely. And so, yeah, I put on makeup the whole schmear. It was so Z. I was the most hideous thing you've ever seen. Yeah, if you ever go to hell and you have to hang out with a crossdresser, I'm gonna be it. It was so bad. So you better start living right. You don't want to go to hell because that's bad news. Yeah, and I told a few girls that, never pissed. I mean, can't help it. That's the way. Listen, our hips are different. Anyway, this guy says, "Damn, DJ got him a former Miss Arkansas." I see you, big homie.
We got standards over here.
More like
Justin.
she got a former Razorback. Am I right? Am I right?
Say, you know what's up.
Yeah, what's up? Is Nancy as hot in person as she sounds on the radio? I don't see attractiveness.
Yeah.
I turned it at the wrong time. Justin peed on DJ's what? I told DJ, I said, "What's your favorite dessert?" And he told me about his what's it called?
The Big Bopper.
The Big Bopper. It's
From
an ice cream
Shakey's
treat
or Shakes,
whatever. And I said, it's like, you got it all perfect. He's like, extra pecans? I'm like, yeah. And serve it up to you. You got your spoon. You're ready to eat. And then I just pull my pants down and take a leak on it. That's what last night's game was like, Zach, for me.
Absolutely felt that way.
They're still going to do lines on the Sweet 16 games, though, I guess, huh?
I mean, I almost canceled on you today because I'm still trying to recover.
I get it.
That one hurt. In fact, I had a couple people that were like, quit texting me at 1 a.m. because I was still like, oh, what about this moment and that moment?
Oh, you were in it, huh? Yeah.
Oh, I was very, very in it.
I get it.
I would say that one, recency bias, obviously, that one stings.
Yeah.
Not to rub it in DJ, but the Sugar Bowl's definitely one high on my heart. That was, that one stung. The baseball, I mean, we're Razorbacks, we've got a lot of moments.
So I looked it up. I was right. Trenton Holiday ran right past me and took it to the house. 2009?
Can I see it?
No.
Okay. Will any of these guys be back next year, this guy says, or asks? Who's coming back next year, Christian? Big Z's got to come back, right? Or go somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to the NBA.
Okay.
Brazil could come back. I'd like to have him.
I'd love to have him back, but I don't think he will. Do you?
What do you think he's going to do?
He'll make money overseas.
He'll make money at Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean,
that's true. If he's making 7 figures at Arkansas,
yeah, if he wants to come back, I'd like to have him back the way he played in the second half of the season.
Wagner.
Wagner will come back. I think Knox will test the waters, but I think he comes back. Richmond comes back.
You think Knox comes back?
Yeah.
Dude, Knox could be a superstar next year.
So I was talking to Joe about this.
I think he tests the water, though.
You think Thero and
Flander gone?
Okay.
Yeah. Talked about Wagner, Knox, and all these guys. The thing with Coach Cal, he has guys in the barrel ready to go.
Yeah.
And so then it becomes into a situation where not only do these guys want to come play like right now, you also got to pay him too. And so that's where it gets difficult of convincing a Wagner to stay knowing his replacement is on the way. And then it's just like now with the money situation, it almost takes away from the environment of creating competition in practice. It's like that's going to be the tough part, I think, for Coach Cal. Cool thing about it is Remy Cofield, I mean, you talk about a guy who has experience with this type of stuff. But I would see that would be a factor for somebody like Billy Richmond, DJ Wagner,
Knox.
Knox, same thing.
So,
and then they also got value other places now too.
Arkansas has got Darius Safecoach Jr. and Malik Thomas coming in. They're both 5-star guards. One's a point guard, one's a shooting guard. So I guess you could see maybe DJ Wagner's like, okay, my role may be diminished a little bit. Maybe I'll have to go somewhere else. So see what happens. But who knows? We know for sure Adu and John L. Davis are gone. So.
Okay. All right, Zach, sorry. Let's get to lines for the weekend. We do have games tonight, and I do like the lines tomorrow. I will say this. I think the favorites are going to roll tomorrow in the Elite Eight games, but I've been wrong many, many times, including yesterday. So what do we got for tonight?
Yeah, looking at tonight, first game on the board, Ole Miss, Michigan State. Michigan State a 4-point favorite in this matchup. And then after that, you have Kentucky, Tennessee. That will be a very popular one tonight, two SEC teams. Tennessee, a 4.5-point favorite there. Auburn and Michigan. Auburn a 9-point favorite, and it has been moving that way. It's been getting larger. Houston an 8.5-point favorite over Purdue. That is the late game at 9:09.
Okay, and what about the the Elite Eight games tomorrow?
Yeah, so a few games on the board tomorrow. Texas Tech, Florida. That's going to be at 5:09. Florida right now a 6.5-point favorite, and then Alabama and Duke.
Ooh.
Alabama last night, I feel like if they shoot the way they shot, which that's pretty hard to replicate, I don't know who beats them. But
Duke,
Duke,
they set the record by 4 threes. I don't think they're going to do that again.
But Duke is a 7-point favorite in this matchup.
Cooper Flagg.
So you like both? You like both to roll there, huh?
I think I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel as good about it now that I'm saying it out loud.
I like Duke.
They had a thing earlier, Christian. Is Cooper Flagg already an all-time Duke great when you put him up there in the Mount Rushmore?
He's having one of the best seasons we've seen from a Duke player, yeah.
He's pretty special.
And he overshadows the other freshmen like Kaman Malawach, who's a great center and is probably going to be a top 5 pick in the NBA. Con Knipple, who's going to be a lottery pick, but Flagg's that good, he overshadows him.
Zach, what about the ladies? We don't want to be misogynist here. The women are playing basketball tonight, too, including my pick to win the national title, UCLA.
Really?
Yeah, and UCLA is...
I picked a futures bet on them.
Okay.
Bet on them.
Yeah. They are an 8.5-point favorite over Ole Miss. That is a late game tonight, 9 o'clock.
8.5?
8.5-point favorites.
They fit to beat the hell out.
Yeah,
and we start a little earlier on the women's side today. They're at 1:30 the first game. North Carolina Duke a 5.5-point favorite in that matchup.
How about North Carolina Duke in the NCAA tournament? How fun is that?
Yeah, absolutely. In the afternoon, so they get their own little standalone game there. Maryland, South Carolina an 18.5-point favorite in this one.
Last time I was here, I rode them in the SEC tournament. They screwed me.
They did.
They let Vanderbilt get back in, I think it was. Maybe it was Missouri, one of the two.
It was Vanderbilt.
Yes,
Sorry.
it was Vanderbilt. No,
Carry
on. LSU and North Carolina State. LSU is a 3.5-point favorite in that matchup. Tomorrow there are some games on the board as well. UConn, a 15.5-point favorite over Oklahoma. USC is a 1.5-point favorite over Kansas State. Notre Dame, a 7.5-point favorite over TCU.
I'm going to tell you, I like Oklahoma to cover that game.
I like TCU.
I like TCU fine. I think Oklahoma covers 15.5. I also love UCLA tonight. How about baseball this weekend, Zach? Oh, by the way, the Cubs got their first win last night.
Hey!
I'm watching the Hogs lose. I'm like, at least the Cubs are winning.
See, I stopped paying attention because my other Cubs fan said that it wasn't going well at the beginning. Maybe he wasn't paying attention.
They were down very early, but
Okay.
then they kind of pulled away. They came back and then took the lead. Anyway.
Baseball on the board, games this week. Obviously, Major League Baseball started yesterday. Arkansas taking on Vanderbilt. I think I saw we have not won a series there. Was it ever?
Since 10.
Since 10. Okay. It's been a while, so that'd be nice to get a game or even the series there. Arkansas is a favorite today, minus 162 on the money line. Total in that one at 12.5.
Runs?
No run lines.
12.5, you said.
Mm-hmm. Total.
Oh,
the total. Total runs.
That's what I'm saying. Total runs.
I thought you meant
not
run
run
line.
line. No,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
yes, total runs.
Yeah, Arkansas might
12.5.
score 12 runs by themselves. So the way they're going offensively,
yep,
probably won't. But I mean, obviously Vanderbilt's pitcher, I'm sure, is pretty good.
And many other games on the board there as well. For college basketball, we didn't mention, but future odds still available to win the championship. Duke, your favorite, plus 150. Obviously, teams that have already made their way to the Elite Eight are going to have lower odds than teams that are still in the Sweet 16. Some of the regions on the board: Midwest, Houston minus 143. The South, Auburn is minus 139. You have some head-to-head specials: Purdue or Michigan, who you think is going to make it further. There are some seeding specials. What seed you think is going to win the tournament? Those are still on the board. So many options, not just the game, still available for wagering.
We got to hit a break. We got Josh coming up after the break, but Scotty Scheffler's the favorite at the Houston Open, even though he is not in the lead. So if you're looking for some value there, he's minus 125. I think he's a couple shots back after first round. But the next guy on the list is plus 1,400. So you might want to go throw a couple bucks on some of these golfers for the Houston Open. Unless you think Scheffler's going to come back and figure it out.
Well, I think he's having a hot round today.
Oh, is he off to a good start today?
I think he's off to a hot round today.
Okay, that's why. I didn't see what he did this morning. I will check the leaderboard. Oh, he's 600. No wonder.
Yeah.
600 today. He's 900 for the tournament. He leads by 2 now.
There you go.
I understand. I'd still bet against him. I'd take the field.
Ooh.
We got to hit a break. We'll come back in a second. OaklawnSports.com. Download the app for your iPhone or your Android, and you can play along. And Zach and I've got one more Oaklawn game day next week. That's the last
it?
one.
Oh, man.
Sad face.
Yeah. We get to talk some futures that are on the board. And,
and Final Four, not with Arkansas.
Be all right.
Yeah. Anyway, Josh Neighbors from San Francisco one last time when we return. Stay tuned.
Oh, girl.
It's Justin Acri. If you're dealing with back or neck pain, the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health is here to help. Whether it's neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, or pain management, their experts have you covered with the latest technology and minimally invasive techniques. They're focused on reducing your pain, improving mobility, and getting you back to doing what you love. Call 501-686-TOSH to set up an appointment today. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. It's the end of the month, and we need to sell 27 new vehicles before the end of Monday night. Buy today and make no payments for up to 90 days and take advantage of our available sales tax paid. It's crazy time here at Fletcher Dodge. We've got huge discounts plus 1.9% financing for 72 months on all new half-ton Rams. You can save up to $14,000 off the new Ram loaner trucks. Come in and let us give you all the details. We have $9,000 discounts on all new Ram 2500s and up to $9,000 off all new Jeep Wranglers. And the all-new Jeep Compass 4-wheel drive as low as $27,975. It's tax refund season. You can use your refund for a down payment or buy with no money down. If you have credit problems in the past, go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-qualified. Then come in and we'll help you get the vehicle you need. It's crazy time here at Fletcher Dodge. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before Monday night. Shop in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or online at FletcherDeals.com.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spraying. Or stop by 65th and University.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJ spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Randy and Rick welcome Nolan Souza to Drive Time Sports each week, brought to you by Seth Boyd with Shelter Insurance on Main Street in Jacksonville. Call Seth today for all your insurance needs, 501-982-6465.
You're back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, welcome back. 11:52. We got Josh Neighbors on the tie line. Chris, I don't know which one he's on, but standing by. Again, thank you one more time to our great sponsors. Thought the coverage was outstanding. Josh did a great job. I wish he had more work to do tomorrow, but unfortunately, he can watch at his leisure as Texas Tech plays against Florida instead of Arkansas, unfortunately. So that is a sad thing, but kudos to Josh. But again, thanks to UAMS Health and First Security Bank and our friends at Beechwood Pinnacle Hotels. Josh, I hope you got a little nap. I know it was a late night for you, but tough one for the Hogs, a hard one to swallow, and, well, the season has come to an end, my friend.
Better teams not always win, Justin. Better teams not always win.
That is true. There is no doubt about it. But a really good team figured things out late in the game, and it was unfortunate. What were your, I guess, your biggest disappointments, or what were the? I mean, again, in a game like that, there's so many, plays here and there. What'd you think about the tie-up that they call with 1:20 left?
I didn't think much of it. I typically don't look at individual plays in basketball games and think about them that way, just because there's so much that happens. Like, I care about the stuff that you didn't do well throughout a game. So for Arkansas, they just didn't box out well enough. Like, they boxed, they just didn't. Their box outs were not tough enough. I mean, they got slaughtered on the glass again, and this is a problem for them all year. And for a team that's as big as Arkansas is, it just shouldn't happen that they get killed in the glass the way they did. And points to the paint, man. It's hard to win when you're minus 20. Honestly, it's a shock they led as long as they did when they were getting killed the entire game in the paint. So that, to me, was a big decider as opposed to an individual individual play.
Josh, can you give me some more audio? I can barely hear you.
I am. Oh wait, hold on. How about that? Is that better?
That's better.
The microphone is as close to my face as I can get it. My input volume is all the way up.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all we can do.
Yes.
I'll tell you where they lost the game, and it was disappointing to me, and it was weird. I was talking about this earlier. They got beat on points off turnovers, 18-3, and they turned it over 10 times, and they forced 8. That is probably in a two turnover disparity. That's got to be the biggest points off disparity I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of basketball. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, they and their turnovers were in really bad places. I mean, they got killed in transition because they had turnovers that were on the perimeter. So you had a couple. There was one where Billy Wagner, where Billy Richmond lost the ball on the right wing, and it led to a direct run out and a direct score. So they lost the ball in some really bad spots, especially on the perimeter, that allowed for some really easy baskets. So credit to Texas Tech for taking advantage of that.
Agree. What's your plan now?
I'm still exhausted. I went to bed last night. I got up, did the morning show hit. I slept. I did this hit. I need like another hour and a half of sleep. I'm just exhausted. So I think I'm going to take another hour and a half of sleep. I'll do out of bounds. Excuse me. Dying. And then we'll figure it out from there.
And you're going to the games tomorrow?
Yes, I will be at the game tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I expect some great pictures and videos of two teams that are not Arkansas, unfortunately.
I'll tell you.
Of course.
You switch mics. Go ahead.
Yeah, that schedule, Josh, it's my life every day.
Yeah.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Imagine it does.
It's tough, man. I'm not sure how you do it, DJ.
All right, we're going to let you go, man. Appreciate you. Be safe. Good job out there. And, again, thanks to our sponsors, and we'll see you back in the Rock.
All right, see y'all soon.
See you, man. Be
All
safe.
Bye.
This from our D3 Auto Sales text line. Do you think Auburn will continue being the dominant force they are, or will they smell defeat coming their way soon? Kristen likes Michigan to make it interesting. So does Seth Greenberg. I think it's a good game. I think Auburn probably gets through tonight, though. Do they click it back on, Kristen, at some point, maybe? I mean, do they go, oh, that's why we were great?
Well, I mean, they lost 3 of 4 coming into the tournament, so they've been on the skid for a little bit. What was their last game score?
It was competitive. I don't remember exactly. I'd have to look. It was a good game, right?
They beat. Oh, where is it?
Did they win by double digits?
They beat Creighton, by 12, but it was close a lot of the game.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're a little confounding.
I'm not a huge believer in Auburn.
No. I picked a few teams to go to the Final Four in a parlay. The one team I did not pick, I only picked 3 teams. Auburn was not the one seed I did not put in there.
Duke, Houston. Yeah, Duke, Houston, Florida.
Yep. So
when's the last time all one seeds made it to the Final Four?
I think it was 2008, the one with Kansas and Memphis in the final.
Which team do you like the most, I guess, to lose? You think Auburn?
I would say Houston.
Oh, Purdue? What do you mean?
You like Purdue?
No, to get to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which team do you like to get upset the most, though? Which team do you think is in the most trouble of the ones?
As far as Final Four is concerned?
To go to the Final Four.
Houston.
You think Houston is?
Yeah.
Okay. Based on?
I'm not a believer.
Okay. You might be right. We'll find out.
I think Florida has an easy road. I guess Duke's up there, too. It'll be a tough game.
Alabama.
A leading producer of sustainable wood pellets based in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. They are committed to providing renewable energy solutions by transforming locally sourced wood into clean, efficient biomass fuel for global markets. Highland Pellets is a significant contributor to the regional economy, creating jobs, supporting local forestry, and driving environmentally friendly innovation. View open jobs such as heavy equipment operators, journeymen, apprentice electricians, supervisors, and millwrights. Apply online at highland-pellets.com.
This is Pat Bradley for Wood Grill Buffet. Wood Grill has the state's largest and freshest buffet with 190 items, including 30 meat items, food bar, salad bar, and dessert bar. Wood Grill is open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. They have 2 large private dining rooms, and Wood Grill also does catering. Wood Grill Buffet can drop off any order with staff service for 25 to 1,000 people. Wood Grill is at exit 118 in Benton, 1916 Congo Road, or call 501-778-9656. Check them out.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorbacks basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Coffin by Design West, Bale Chevrolet, Blackman Auctions, Lion Legal, and Edwards Food Giant.
Game time or play time, we're here all the time.
I wish you had more time.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock.
North Little Rock officials released the identity of a man who died after crashing into the Mighty Crab restaurant. Police say 82-year-old Lonnie Thornton crashed his truck into the restaurant with a 41-year-old woman who was also in the truck. Police believe the crash was caused by a medical incident. No one was inside the restaurant at the time of the wreck. And last night's Razorback game was a heartbreaker for the team and for fans around the state. The impressive run came to an end after Texas Tech made a historic comeback. Fans here in Little Rock were sweating the back and forth. We caught up with a few during the roller coaster of emotions. Hog fans say they're disappointed but excited to see what next year brings. Final score on this one was 85-83. I'm Jessica Rockwell at the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Joel Young.
We're mostly cloudy on Friday with perhaps a few isolated showers. Temperatures up to about 74 degrees. Breezy later in the day and staying breezy through the night with more scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Temperatures down to 62 Saturday morning, and then Saturday, morning showers and gradual clearing with highs around 75. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Joel Young.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
At Gwatney Chevrolet, we believe everyone deserves an affordable ride. That's why we're rolling out the Affordable Car Act of 2025. Get a Chevy Trax for just $299 a month or a Trailblazer for only $359 a month. We have a few 2024 models left with huge discounts. Tahoes and Suburbans up to $10,000 off. Silverados up to $17,500 off. Plus pre-owned vehicles at or below sales tax credit breaks. Visit us at 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville or shop GwatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text JOY to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text JOY to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text JOY to 200-300. That's JOY to 200-300. JOY to 200-300.
Hey, you want to know what really happened here in Hot Springs? I'm not talking, but there's a guy at 510 Central Avenue in Hot Springs, a wise guy. He'll tell you all you need to know, but not enough to get you whacked. Your hope. The Gangster Museum of America. TGMOA.com.
Experience the rich history of America's first resort at the Gangster Museum of America and the Hattery. Check out the Gangster Museum of America, 510 Central Avenue, 501-318-1717, or visit us at TGMOA.com.
With Progressive, renters can save on protection for the things that make your place yours, even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar since I never play, but it's like, what if I actually end up taking lessons? Sure, I've had it for 8 years, but if I get rid of it, then what will my New Year's resolution be next January?
Exactly. So bundle your renters and auto and save with Progressive and protect the things that make sense to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your maximum refund. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, and student loan interest. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
Hello, I am Renata Jenkins Fowler, the third generation of the Roller family. I am proud to invite you to our grand open house for Roller Chenal Funeral Home on April the 6th. After a complete rebuild following the 2023 tornado, we are excited to welcome you to explore our state-of-the-art facilities. Come and see how we have rebuilt to serve you, the families of Arkansas, with the finest funeral home in the South. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. I'll see you on April the 6th.
Walk-On athletes put everything they've got into the game. Walk-On Sports Bistro puts everything they've got into bringing you game day with a taste of Louisiana. Catch all the March Madness games on over 60 big screen TVs. Dig into their mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp. Plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. It's all made from scratch with ingredients you can't help but crave. Now open in Woodrock, 16103 Chenal Parkway. Visit walkons.com. Walk-On Sports Bistro, they live for this.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in
We got
lights,
a packed
he just
house
wants
in
to
here.
be
The main line's jumping today. Z's about to kill somebody. Christian, I think we have found him.
Yes.
Worst golfer in America.
Who do we find? The worst one ever?
I mean, that's bad. But, you know, if you don't play, it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
are we
if you
talking
do
about
play,
Big
it's
Z?
hard.
Yeah.
I think I would give him competition.
Buddy, he barely made contact. Now, again, he's probably better than me at every other thing in the world, but that is that's painful. Golf's hard, Big Z. What do you think?
It is. I'm gonna have to practice on my stroke.
Have you ever played?
A little bit.
Okay. I'd like to see with the driver, but you can.
So we were driving by Top Golf, and he was talking about it, and he says, "Man, I don't know what it is. I play much better like out there, but not at Top Golf. You know, Top Golf.
Out where?
I guess at the course.
Oh, so this is the
He's
problem inside?
He's a gamer. He's a gamer.
He may be a gamer, but it's more like video gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, this ain't his jam. He might be good on Tiger Woods, maybe. Bro, that was something to behold.
Come on, let's get him one more swing, Big Z. Here, we'll turn the camera around.
You guys got to see this.
Yeah, let's see it.
Everybody
he got like the Charles Barkley hit.
It's a Division I athlete here.
I'm gonna show off and do good. Watch.
Are you gonna?
One swing.
All right, here we go. Showtime. I'm gonna do good. Let me see. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got it lined up.
All right.
Your computer, close that a little. There you go. Pull it back. You got to move the ball over. There you go. All right, here we go.
I mean, I've never felt like I had to take cover in a swing sweep, but I'm worried. Bro, now don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Come on, rip it. Oh. Come on, one more.
Whiff.
One more. Keep your
Did
eye
he
on
hit
the ball.
it or no?
No, he did not.
Oh.
He
Eye on the
missed.
ball.
Okay. Oh, contact.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh.
He tattooed it.
Oh.
Is that in the bunker?
Yeah, he's lying. He's lying too, just outside the bunker.
All right, there we go.
Yep.
There
All
we
right.
go, Big Z.
That was good. Let's see if he can get up and down from there. That'd be impressive. Let's see the chip shot. Or is it they doing a full swing?
Yeah,
they keep putting it in weird spots.
Three players. So.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll let him finish it out.
Yeah.
All right. Christian, we should do entertainment birthdays. We got Champs and Jumps, Rewind. We got a bunch to get to. Let's go.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
All right. Yeah. How about a little Billy Joel, Christian? HBO has announced a new documentary centered on Billy Joel, arriving this summer, directed by Susan Lacey, and doesn't matter, you don't care. Billy Joel and So It Goes will premiere on HBO before becoming available to stream on Max. The two-part documentary is described as an expansive portrait of his life and music and is set to explore the love, loss, and personal struggles that fuel his songwriting. With Tom Hanks listed as an executive producer, it teases unprecedented access to never-before-seen performances, home movies, and personal photographs, along with extensive, in-depth, one-on-one interviews. I am in.
I'm in.
I love me some Billy Joel.
Wait, did you go to
Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah, I talked about it all day yesterday.
Oh, I forgot. I took a day off.
Yeah, it was really good.
Really?
I would go see him again.
Oh.
I was impressed.
Okay.
I didn't know any of the songs. There were some words I could understand, but he still plays. He plays well, and his harmonica action was great.
Okay.
But he sang well. His voice was much better than I expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My image or my thought of what he sounded like in the 60s was what he sounded like yesterday.
So the
or 2 days
people
ago.
who commented in, they just have, I guess, really high expectations?
Or maybe
they had a really bad
experience. Maybe they had a bad show. I mean, I'm sure he's maybe not great every night, but anyway. Pull this from the file of, we didn't ask for that, The Passion of the Christ.
Oh.
The sequel. Oof. Now, I don't want to tell you what
What's
Jesus
he going to do? Come back from the dead or something? I mean,
no. The Resurrection of the Christ is the name of it. It's going to start shooting in August in Rome. I think it's just an excuse for Mel Gibson to go to Rome and get paid.
Yeah, we don't need this.
No, I don't. I will tell you this: there are very few movies that I have only seen once. I've never even seen like a bit or like second of this movie since I went to the theater to see it.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It was very powerful.
I don't need to see it again.
But it was very, like, yeah, I don't want to.
I would watch it like around Easter.
What, like yearly? You popping popcorn and watching Passion of the Christ?
I think it's a good reminder.
Okay.
I'd rather watch the Ten Commandments start on Easter and then it finishes around Christmas time.
Yeah.
That's a long one.
What about Ben-Hur?
Speaking of great golfers, like Big Z here, Jim Nance has revealed his retirement plan. He says, if all the stars aligned right now, it feels pretty good. Exit point, April 14th, 2036. That is my scheduled retirement date. It would be a perfect place to walk out. So he wants to finish on the Masters in 2036. So he wants to do, I guess, a dozen more and counting this year. So, okay, fine. They should let him. But, I mean, he's going to be in his mid-70s at that point, I guess, if he's still getting the job done. That's all I really need. I don't know what else you want. Oh, here's another little broadcast news. Ian Eagle's got a new partner for the CBS booth, J.J. Watt.
Oh, okay.
I think J.J. would be good.
He's a baller.
Yep. Gary Danielson's also announced his retirement. And Charles Davis has been named as his successor. I like Charles. He'll be with Nestler. But, according to this, J.J. Watt will join Ian Eagle in the booth coming up. Mentioned Dylan. A Complete Unknown is now streaming on Hulu. I paid $24 for it or whatever.
You paid for it like 2 days ago, and now it's on Hulu?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to check it out this weekend.
Whoops. As of March 27th. What's today? 28th? Yep.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu. Missed it by a day or two. But I wanted to see it before I saw him, so.
Yeah, makes sense for you.
It was fine. Anyway, it's good. I think you'll like it, Christian.
I think I will.
You have to let me know. And this is good for us. Last thing here, and then we'll do some birthdays. Gen Z loves old things. Ditching iPhones for flip phones, bringing back digital cameras. They all love, there's a lot of Gen Zers who like the Polaroid cameras. That's a big deal. They like, my son's got a record player. I'm like, okay.
Does he use it?
Yes. He likes vinyl. Anyway, but over 50 million people are listening to the radio every week as of 2024, the highest listening numbers in 2 decades, and many of them are Gen Zers. They dig it. They like traditional radio. Thank you very much, Gen Z. We appreciate you We've got a future. Christian's got a lot of career left, so we need you guys to stick around. Me, I'm almost retired. All right, DJ, Christian, what are we playing for, Christian?
Shinedown.
Shinedown tickets. Take that, Chuck. How you like them apples?
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
Jared, you're with DJ Williams on this. On this day in history, 1977, Rocky won Best Picture at the Academy Awards. On this day in 1982, the first women's basketball championship. 1982? We didn't let women play for a national championship in 1982?
Did they play basketball before then?
They started the men's championship in 1939.
You see the girl who had a...
Are you listening to me?
That is wild.
1982 was the first women's championship. You know who won? Louisiana Tech. You know who they beat?
Was Mookie on that team?
Who?
Mookie Betts?
Coach for LSU?
No, I don't think so.
Coach for LSU?
Oh.
Mookie.
Was she on that team?
I think you said Mookie. I'm like, Mookie.
On Louisiana Tech? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think she was actually.
Yeah.
They
won a national championship.
They beat Cheney College 76-62 in the national championship. Where did Cheney come from?
Yeah,
I actually saw a 30 for 30 on this. I almost said a 40 for 40. A 30 for 30 on this. Cheney 76-62 the final. But dude, think about that. 1982. I mean, I was 8 years old and they played in the first championship. Dang, I'm old.
They probably should change the name for 30 on 30 or 30 for 30 now.
To what?
Like 45
40
and
for 40?
44. I don't know.
28 for 27. All right, here we go. This woman is one half, really technically 1/3 of a rap.
TLC. T-Bogs.
No.
T-Bogs.
T-Bogs.
Chili.
No.
Left Eye.
No, wrong group. There's really two. There's
Salt
two
Pepper?
people that.
Kelly Rowland.
Yes, Salt and Pepper. Which one?
Salt.
What's her name?
I don't know.
I'll give it to you.
Why'd you
Cheryl,
say 3?
Because Spinderella.
Yeah, there was a
Spinderella
third
cut it up one time. That's their DJ.
Okay.
Spinderella cut it up one time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Speaking of other things that were popular when I was a kid. All right, how old is Salt today?
What's her
DJ?
name?
Cheryl James.
Cheryl is...
Cheryl Salt James.
Did you listen to her growing up?
Salt and Pepper?
Yeah.
Like it was my religion.
Okay. She is...
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yeah.
59.
She's 59. Big fan.
Oh, big fan.
Bingo, bango.
You were trying to act like you weren't into
I
that.
didn't know. I'm just trying to think about how old you were listening to Salt and Pepper.
I remember being in college listening. That song was great.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of some of the lyrics. That's a good song.
What a man, what a man. Come on, hit it.
She was like, there's a Denzel mention in there. Strong.
Oh,
like
I remember Denzel. Oh, we got to pull it up.
When he comes home, he's relaxed with Pep. I was trying to think of, God, I can't think of the lyrics right now. Stayed up too late last night. That's a great song. I like that. I'm going to listen to that on the way home. This woman's also a singer. She is not a rapper. She does not have salt or pepper hair. She has cinnamon hair. She's a redheaded country star.
Reba McEntire.
Reba's right, DJ. You got delayed there, bub. Yeah, give it to me there. Come on. Yeah, come on. Can't sing along because we're on delay. Yes, this song is so good.
You just need a little bit to know how it starts.
Yeah, I could do this at karaoke.
Here we go.
But it'd be weird because I'm a dude.
I feel like it's all going to come back to you after the first 2 words. Come on. Hey.
I can't put the words together. My brain's
Here we go, right here.
Minute or two.
Yep.
Give much respect to.
Yeah.
Man, that's making a difference in my world.
Yeah.
And although most men are hoes, he goes on the down low. Because I never heard about him with another girl.
Come on.
But I don't sweat it.
Yeah.
Because it's just pathetic to let it get me involved in that he said, she said crowd. Anyway.
Morning Mayhem.
What's
came
up?
Back. It came back.
Golly, that's what we call a moment of clarity.
Yeah.
How old is Reba today, Christian?
She is the big 72 today.
I know Big Z's here like going, I can't believe they pay y'all for this nonsense. What? No. 72, no.
74.
She's 70, and she's very offended by you two. All right. This woman is an actress. You may not get her name, but she's I would almost call her a character actress, but she's been in so many good movies. She was in Parenthood. She was in Footloose. She played the wife of the pastor in Footloose, the original Footloose. She was in man, she's been a lot of stuff. Oh, she was in Edward Scissorhands. She played the mom in Edward Scissorhands. Do you know who that is?
She's
in the Birdcage.
Sweet lady.
Yeah, sweet lady.
I don't know.
Diane Wiest is 77 today. Happy birthday. This guy is a super-duper famous actor. Probably the most famous actor I've ever met in person.
Kevin Costner. Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. Big Z, I walk up to Vince Vaughn at a fight one time. And I go up and I'm like, hey, Vince. It was after Jermaine Taylor fight. And I walk up, I'm like, hey, man, I'm a huge fan. Can I get a picture there? He goes, sure, sport. Sport.
No.
Like I'm 9 years old. He's like, yeah, come on, little guy. And then right as we're taking the picture, this lady walks in front of me. So all you see is my forehead and big Vince Vaughn. Pat Bradley on the photography work there. Anyway, Pat didn't go, pause, let the lady walk by. No, he snapped it right then. That was it. And that was back when we were on film. We didn't have it on the phone. That was a bad deal. Anywho, what do we got here? How old is Vince Vaughn today? DJ?
Vince Vaughn is... You took a picture with him. He called you Sport. He is...
I think that's just because I was half his size.
He's 58.
Nah.
He's 55 today.
He's 55. Bingo banger. That's a lot younger than I thought, actually. I'm like, dude, you're 5 years older than me. Have a little respect. This guy, you know, his cameo in the Ron Burgundy movie is so good when he's giving him a hard time about working on the set with a woman.
Yeah.
This woman has a real name, but you know her strictly by her stage name. She is a singer, and if you go and you catch
Madonna.
her in Oaklawn, you might catch her poker face.
Lady Gaga.
That's right. What's her real name, DJ? Do you know?
I know it, I think.
What is it? I bet you don't know the
Stephanie
whole thing.
Germanotti or something like that?
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata, but you're very close, and I'll give you a half a point. What do you got there, Christian? How old's Gaga?
Lady Gaga is 39 today.
She is bingo bango. You're red hot.
Oh, wow.
This guy is a former NBA basketball player. He's a Hall of Famer.
Charles Barkley.
He
Joke
won
one. Oh,
the
never mind.
NBA championship in 1975 and was the MVP. He was also an ABA champion in 1969.
Rick Barry?
Rick freaking Barry is correct. How old?
75. You gave it to me since I know him all now.
75.
You said he won a championship in 75, so I knew who won in 75, so then I knew who it was.
Oh, good point. Okay. But how old is he? He's not 75. Or is he?
No, he's not. He is... Oh, he may be close, to be honest. 77?
No.
75.
I think I got him at 81, but I got to do the math again. 56 and 25 is how much?
81.
81. Yeah, he's 81. Who got that?
Me.
Okay. Boy, this is a blowout. This guy is formerly the worst offensive coordinator in college football. Now he's the tight end coach of Fresno State. He's the son of the former University of Iowa head coach.
Brian Ferentz.
Brian Ferentz, happy birthday, you big galoot. How old is the tight ends coach at Fresno State, DJ?
Big galoot.
I like to trash him because he's just terrible.
He's terrible.
Remember how bad Iowa's offense was for so long?
Oh, yeah.
This is a great day for bad coaches. I'll tell you another one in a minute.
44.
No.
41.
2. Christian again. This guy was formerly the head coach at Dallas, and he's a former Ivy Leaguer.
Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett. It's also a great day for Redheads. How old is Jason Garrett today?
Jason Garrett is...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's my guess.
Yeah, go ahead. Quickly.
Jason Garrett is 56 today.
No.
A little short, 58.
59. And last, but not least, Hall of Famer, NBA coach, played for the Bulls.
Phil Jackson.
Coached the Bulls.
Steve Kerr.
Coached the Jazz.
Doug Collins?
1988. Who?
Doug Collins?
No. Until 2011. He was a two-time NBA All-Star as a player.
Jeremy Paxton.
Four-time defensive first teamer. His number 4 is retired
Phil
from the
Jackson?
Bulls.
Ron Harper.
Oh, no.
Long-time Utah Jazz coach. Should be easy.
Jerry Sloan?
Jerry Film.
Jerry Film. That's right. No.
Jerry Sloan.
It's Sloan, right?
He's
Jerry
dead,
Sloan.
right?
Yeah. Come
Is
on,
he?
man.
Yeah, I think Jerry Sloan's dead.
That's what I thought, too. That's why I didn't say him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't matter. You lost anyway.
Who was I with?
You were with Mike.
Okay.
Because I gave Jared a DJ, and I was like, well, Mike, Jared was on first. He really deserves Christian. But he didn't get it. So is Mike. By the way, congratulations to Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. They have procreated.
I thought they broke up.
I thought they did too.
Well, the baby didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Baby made it on her
yeah,
while she was
yeah.
pregnant, right?
Mhm.
And
that's what I heard.
he's an idiot. He also went after her ex-husband because apparently he kept calling on her to checking on the baby. And he said, stop asking when our child is going to be born. He inboxed him. He DM'd him. He says, you the feds, quit calling TMZ and focus on that apology you owe me for speaking my name in public. You chose the wrong one to F with, Mr. Child Actor. Go back to cereal commercials.
Wasn't that Brian Austin Green?
Yes. And he said, and Brian Austin Green posted that, and he said, I didn't know Child Actor was something bad. Leo, be careful. He may be coming for you next.
Leo
DiCaprio. He was a child actor,
Megan?
too.
Oh, okay.
No, but just that he was a child actor. Anyway, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We'll come back with Champs and Chumps Rewind, and we are here at Oaklawn. Don't forget, again, big racing weekend. We are underway, almost. Did we have our first race yet?
It is 6 minutes away.
Okay. 6 minutes to post here at Oaklawn. That's right, 12:30. That makes sense. It's a little bit rainy, so you might want to factor that into your handicapping today. If the mutter was a mutter, you might want to go ahead and fire a few bucks at that one. All right? We're back in a sec. And I will tell you this. Did you take Big Z to Cash yesterday?
No, we had a Pizza Hut.
It's high dining as well.
Well, it's good to get something that he can't get back at home in Houston. That's it's nice. Big Z, what the hell?
I know. I let him pass because he was tired. He worked all day, so we wanted to watch the game.
Yeah.
Well, he'll make it up.
Yeah. Next time you come in town, I'll take you out.
That's what I'm talking about.
When are you leaving?
Dude, I've been cooking for him.
He has been cooking. Sea bass, filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Yes, sir.
I like a surfy and a turfy. That's pretty good. You can get all that cash, too. DJ, you could kick your feet up and let Chef Harding do it for you. Look, if you're looking for a great meal, it's a no-brainer. You head downtown. You got free valet parking. You pull up there in your vehicle, and you get knocked out with some great food. 501-850-0265. If you were saving a bunch of money up to go to the Final Four because you thought Arkansas was going to be there, guess what? This would be a good use of some of that and a very small percentage of what it would have cost you to go to the Final Four anyway. Go get yourself a delicious meal. Drown your sorrows in a delicious meal, like maybe some pork belly appetizer and then maybe a steak or some scallops. Today's Fried Chicken Friday, too, so if you head to Cash, they got a great lunch special for you every week. On Thursday, they do the fried catfish, too. Yeah, free valet parking, great event space as well. 501-850-0265. Get on it, and you're in the Rock, downtown. Can't go wrong, my friends. It's Cash in the capital city. We're back after this.
I'm Mike Jones, the one and only. You can't clone me. Got a lot of haters and a lot of homies. Some friends and some phonies.
It's your Razor Hog update on Out of Bounds as Joe and Wes update you from the hill. Presented by Bradford Marine and ATV. It's fishing season. Shop online at bradfordmarine.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Last night, the Sweet 16 got started with Alabama and BYU, where the Crimson Tide routed the Cougars, beating them 113-88. It was historic as Alabama set the record for most made threes in a tournament game with 25. They were 25 of 51 from three. 51 of their 66 shots were from deep. The record was previously 21, which was held by Loyola Marymount in 1990. This is the first time in school history Alabama has reached the Elite Eight in back-to-back years. The team Alabama will be facing is Duke, who took down Arizona 100-93. They are led by their three-star freshman. Cooper Flagg had 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Kaman Malawach had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks. And Con Knipple had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Alabama versus Duke in the Elite Eight will be tomorrow at 7:49 on TBS. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Detroit-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
Tune in to Out of Bounds to hear from Captain Kendall Diggs. Brought to you by Stephen Elmore with Shelter Insurance. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Stephen Elmore or give him a call at 501-537-0959.
It's the Ranger and Tracker Open House Sale, going on now at Bradford Marine and ATV at all 6 statewide locations. Last of the boat show deals on Ranger Z519 with 225 horsepower Mercury with trailer, free cover, and up to a $1,000 Bass Pro gift card, and discounts over $9,500. Or get the Tracker Pro Team 175 TXW with 75 horsepower Mercury outboard with special financing and get up to a $750 Bass Pro gift card. Don't miss the Open House Sale at all Bradford Marine and ATV statewide locations. Your Ranger and Tracker dealer.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bellins Ford in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bellins Ford, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Shelter agents Steve Ferguson in Little Rock, Todd Session in Morrilton, or Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff.
For me, the sun rises and sets with
The Zone.
Yeah.
We know how you feel. Don't worry. You're back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network. Call now at 501-661-1037 for your chance to win tickets to see Arkansas and Grambling State at Dickey Stevens Park in North Little Rock next Tuesday night at 6. Thanks to your home for Razorback Sports in Central Arkansas. 1037 The Buzz.
All right, everybody, we are back. Justin Acri right now is getting his swing on. He just found himself in the bunker coming back. Was doing good until we just came back out. Put a little money on a little horsey.
Did you?
Number 8. I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about him. He looked good when he was walking.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. Looked good when he was walking.
Like crip walk? What's he doing over there?
He was doing a little crip walk.
Okay.
A little bit of sea walk, crip walk. And he's thick. He looks thick.
We just qualified somebody for the tickets for the Razorback game on Tuesday. We're going to be over there on Tuesday. You going? You'll be in bed.
It's going to be – that place is –
6 o'clock.
It's going to be wild,
Circus.
though.
It's fun.
Oh, my
I love
gosh. You like that?
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. We got to do Champs and Chumps, and we got to do Rewind. So let's get to it. I got to find my Champs and my Chumps here. I got one of each. I think Christian's getting our qualifier on. We are here at Oaklawn. Again, racing is about to be underway here.
Not about to be. Just
underway.
went off, baby.
Let's go 8. 11:20 tomorrow we start racing. So doors are earlier, and we start racing at 11:20. So make sure you get up in here. And Oaklawn race day tomorrow at 11. Don't miss out. Going to be fun.
Why is 8 all the way at the back?
He's resting.
Is that strategy?
No, that's bad racing. It's slow.
Oh, my God.
Christian, you ready? Are you still getting your guy? I think he's still getting his dude. Let me see if I got any D3 Auto Sales text line offerings here. Come on. There we go. All right, Champ Jump. Our champ this week is Austin Wells. Do you know who he is?
Sounds familiar.
He's the first catcher to hit a leadoff home run on opening day.
Okay.
He put the Yankees ahead 2-zip. He sent a fastball into right field. Oh, no, he put him up 1-zip. He sent a 2-0 fastball into right field against Freddie Peralta. So he's the first ever catcher to hit a leadoff home run on opening day. I didn't know that never happened before. It's pretty wild. And then my chump this week is Troy Taylor. Sorry about your horse, bub. Did he get lost?
No, he came in second. He pushed
Did
late.
he really?
Yes.
Oh, man. Did you bet him across the board?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Troy Taylor got fired. You know who he got fired by?
Who?
Andrew Luck, the general manager.
Oh.
Isn't that wild? The school made the decision after a report by ESPN chronicled Taylor's workplace behavior in his 2 seasons as their coach. This is interesting, though. The statement comes from the GM. I would have thought the AD would have done that.
You would think so.
After continued consideration, it's evident to me that our program needs a reset, says Andrew Luck. In consultation with the university leadership, I no longer believe that Coach Taylor is the right coach to lead our football program.
Ooh.
Coach Taylor has been informed today, and the change is effective immediately. And my co-chump would be St. Francis, which just made its first tournament. They decided to go to D3, and they told everybody by email. So all the student-athletes on campus found out they're going from D1 to D3 in an email.
Awful.
Horrific. What a gaffe.
I didn't know that Andrew Luck had that type of role over there.
Oh, he got it like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that how all GMs are?
No, it should be AD's job. That's weird. I'd be like, I'll help hire players, but I'm not firing coaches. Anyway, what y'all got?
I got a chump to Cooper Flagg. He went, correct me if I'm wrong, 35-5.
Champ?
Did I say chump?
I think so.
Yeah, it's not good enough. No, champ. He went 35-5. I saw a stat earlier, Christian. You could probably help me with it, but it's the first time a Duke player, I think, has done that in the tournament. Am I making that up?
I didn't see the stat, but I could believe you.
Yeah, so pretty impressive what Coop has going on. Another game ball to Carter Knox. I really love the way that he came out and played yesterday. Not only the threes, but the way he was physical on the boards, the way he was physical getting to the paint. Wish we would have got a little bit more of him. And I will say Jock Strap, chump goes to Razorbacks. I mean, as much as I love them getting as far as they did, being up 16,
boom,
being in a position to win, I just hate the meltdown. And this hurts for me to say because I really am surprised with what they were able to do given the start of the season. But just the position we were in, we should have won that basketball game.
You're dead to me.
Champ, I'm going to give one to the White Sox, although it's actually a little sad. They won their game yesterday, so they are 1-0. They are above 500. Above 500 for the first time since March of 2023. It has been 2 full calendar years since they have been positive. But here they are. At least for one day, they are positive. Chump, I'm going to give one to Stephen A. Smith. Pretty rough week. Been a pretty rough past couple of weeks, actually. Started with the LeBron stuff, of course, and he didn't want to make anything about it. He didn't want to make any content about it, but it got out there, so he had to make the video. He really wanted to make the video. But, you know when you're driving alone in your car or you're in the shower and you're going through scenarios in your head, is like, if they do this, I'm going to do that, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And those things never come to fruition, and you never tell anybody that you have those conversations with yourself.
Right.
Except for Stephen A. Smith is having those conversations out loud on ESPN, and we're seeing them.
Yes.
And it's embarrassing, and it's like, just stop, man.
You have the clip?
You got the L. Yeah, we got it. I was going to play it for Zone Rewind, too.
Yeah, we can do it in the rewind. Yeah, he is delusional. Because here's the thing. I talk some trash, but, like, I know my place, and I know what I can and can't do. And for Stephen A. Smith to even suggest or insinuate in any form or fashion that in some physical confrontation with LeBron James, he would do anything but become a grease spot is completely outside of the realm of any kind of logic.
And
so, sorry, dude.
And also acting like he is the bigger star than LeBron James.
That's even maybe dumber.
Yeah, it's like, you're not.
I hate to break it to you. I don't think Stephen A. could beat me up. I sure as hell don't think in a physical confrontation would go well with LeBron.
He's got to let it go. He's a big dude. You seen him?
He's got too many dudes blowing too much smoke up his butt, though.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about when he brought up Kobe?
Which was false.
Yeah.
I don't even know why would you bring that up? I don't understand.
What did he say?
He said, we're not going to talk about that you didn't show up to Kobe Bryant's funeral or memorial service. It's just like, what are we doing?
He was there. LeBron was there, by the way.
Wow, what an idiot. Apparently, somebody's saying here on our D3 Auto Sales text line, did you see the video of Stephen A. kept referring to Nolan Richardson as being dead?
Yes, I saw that too. Been a rough week.
Wow, you must be a complete moron.
He's like, rest in peace to the late, great Nolan Richardson or something. Because he was talking about he didn't think Arkansas could get back to those heights or something along those lines.
Boy, that's a pretty big L.
He's going through. Is that just stubbornness, pride? not letting it go.
I think that's the problem with mainstream sports media these days. It's like they think it's about themselves.
No.
A lot of times, and it's not.
No.
It's like, just
No.
talk about the game, man. When's the last time you saw them talk about an actual game on First Take?
There are people who act like they know more than coaches do. They act like they know more than the athletes do about certain things that don't make sense. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, we all have opinions, but you gotta check yourself a little bit there. Get your ego in check a little bit there, bub. Anyway.
But that's mine.
Okay, I think we're done. You want to do the rewind here or you want to break? Ooh, we got time.
Yeah, let's just do the rewind. Let's knock it out.
Yeah, it's 12:39. We got 5 minutes.
Time to look back. It's the best interview and show moments of the week. It's the Zone Rewind.
All right, let's go through it here. Where is the rewind? It's on the list. It's right in front of your face. Man, I thought you were going to pull the clip. I thought you were going to pull my Kate Beckinsale clip, Christian.
Oh, I forgot about that.
God, that was good. That was fun. I'll tell you what, I liked having Z there this week.
Yeah.
He's like a human laugh track. Yeah, it's like doing it for a live studio audience. Big Z's in the house. All right, Kelvin Sampson is my hero. He should have been my champ this week. So, Big Z, I'm kind of anal, especially about pronunciations. Like somebody who was on the show earlier today called John Calipari. And I didn't say it.
You let it slide.
And he's a fellow Italian.
I was close.
Fellow Italian. You should have said something.
I was about to say Perry.
Bird. Yeah, that's all I do. Little passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love John Calipari. But I like Gonzaga, too. Not Gonzaga. I don't know why people don't know that. Kelvin Sampson does, and he'll tell you about it.
Didn't you try to get a game with Gonzaga in 2021?
Gonzaga.
It
always burns me up when people say that. It's like calling me Kevin. My name is not Kevin. My mother used to say, people would see my name and say, "Hey, Kevin," and she would say, "Don't let people call you Kevin. Your name is Kelvin. Make sure they pronounce your name right." So that's why my antennas go up with that. Same with Gonzaga. They were our neighbors. It's not Spokane, and it's not Gonzaga. It's Gonzaga and it's Spokane. Go ahead.
What neighbor? Where was he living?
He coached at Washington State for a little bit, remember?
Nope. Don't.
Oh.
Never happened. You're making that up. I don't believe you. I really don't remember that. Where was he before that?
Was that a rebound job?
Yeah, because he got in some trouble somewhere, right?
Yeah, at Oklahoma, right? No, he was at Washington State before Oklahoma. It was back in the 80s and 90s.
No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, LeBron. LeBron was great. So LeBron is getting widely praised by everybody for the interview he did on Pat McAfee. And I do think, again, we just don't get to see LeBron loosened up and, comfortable. And you see snippets and sound bites. I think LeBron would actually be kind of a cool dude to hang out with. Yeah. He seems like a fun dude.
He seems like a cool guy.
I think LeBron would be fun. Anyway, Brian Windhorst, maybe not so much. At least LeBron feels that way.
I see a lot of too. Like I seen Brian Windhorst on one of these shows not too long ago.
Wendy.
Yeah, you played with Brian.
Wendy, you guys played together in high school. Yeah, right? He was on your high school.
This guy was like, says he's like my best friend. These guys are just weird.
By the way, I did some research. Of course, they did go to the same high school, but not at the same time. Wendy was graduated before LeBron was even in school. So.
He's older than LeBron?
Yeah. He's like 46.
He looks young, I guess because of the chubby baby face.
Who?
Brian Windhorst. Windhorst.
Oh, big dude?
Big Windhorst, yes.
Yeah, Windy.
Big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windy. He's a good reporter.
He's been around a long time.
Luka, baby?
I don't mind him. Yes, that was
how
him.
Fat he was.
Yeah.
How out of shape he was.
Yeah.
And they got tired of his attitude and his behavior.
That was him.
And I'm like...
So him and LeBron are boys back
They're
in high
not.
school? Oh,
They went to the same school, apparently. But he's definitely...
That's kind of
attached
how
his
Wendy
career.
got his start.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
He was the LeBron...
Insider
beat
guy.
writer.
Yeah.
You know why that's a big deal? Because LeBron's super famous.
Yeah.
And he's going to be famous even when he's retired. And I know it's going to be hard to get through the thick head of Stephen A. Smith, who is clearly delusional.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
Short clip.
I would pay so much money to see LeBron beat Stephen A. And I like Stephen A. fine. But if you really literally think you can step in a ring or physically match up with LeBron in some way, you are outside of your mind, sir.
His ego's so big.
Yeah.
He can't even see it.
No, the problem is there are guys, and again, I do not advocate bullying. However, there are certain people who need to be stuffed in a locker when they're kids so they know better, and he never was, and that should have happened, and it would have been better for him.
Mm. So, did you see that LeBron actually shared a video of Stephen A. Smith doing some mic boxing practice?
It was amazing. He's trolling him.
And he did.
And he'd fight like a little.
It's bad.
Bad.
That's all he did.
He put some crying. Yeah, he put some crying laughing emojis.
Where is it?
It's on Instagram, I think.
It's pretty funny.
I'm about to go on Instagram and see some LeBron posting.
I mean, perfect. And then he just, Stephen A's watching that just fuming. Oh, that was awesome. Grown man over here beefing.
Yep. Let's see here. Last thing. Seth Greenberg was with us yesterday. I can't believe we haven't heard from Cal Can Coach Guy. Cal Can Coach Guy, this is your moment in the sun. Where are you? He's like, it's beneath me. Like, I was going to give David a hard time about how he put all this money on Arkansas to go to the Final Four and how he jinxed them and all that. But I was like, you know what? It's not even worth my energy.
You put that together.
I didn't do it.
You said that.
I was going to do it, but I was like, it's not worth it to me. They beat me up over my 0-5 take for 2 months, and that's cool. That made them feel good about themselves, but that's fine. See, they need me to be popular. I don't need them.
Ooh,
I like that. I'm just joking.
I like it. Okay.
Anyway, I don't like people who say, again, I will tell you this. I had a coach tell me this one time. Because people were on his DC about some stuff. And he said, the guy didn't take a dumbass pill last night. Like, coaches don't forget how to coach. Now, look, you may not be able to connect with kids anymore. Clearly not an issue for Cal.
No.
He was doing the NIL run before anybody else was.
Got to figure it out.
Except instead he was having to promise them NBA dollars. Now he can promise them college dollars. But people who are like, oh, he doesn't know how to... I mean, that's just such a dumb take. It's lazy and it's dumb. And then, especially if you come up with a stupid nickname for him, which isn't even particularly interesting or funny, that makes it doubly dumb. But that's what I try to tell the guy. Anyway, doesn't matter. Seth Greenberg's with me. He thinks Cal detractors need to shut up.
Yeah, because, people don't understand how hard he works at his craft. The game passed him by so much that the year before they averaged like 90 points a game and made about 11 threes a game. And everyone's going to have a narrative and everyone's going to have an agenda. Like, here's the deal. And for all the people that give me a hard time about, Cal, he's my friend. He's been my friend for 40 years. And when when Arkansas played bad, I said they played bad. And when Kentucky played bad and lost to South Carolina a couple years ago and got smacked, I said, you know what? They played bad. And why they played bad. And that, there was a game that they lost at South Carolina. We had a college game day that Saturday, and I basically said after they lost South Carolina, I said that was embarrassing. These guys don't trust each other. They're not competing. They don't have a shared vision. And I get to Lexington, and Cal, his whole team is about ready to, kill me. And Cal says, I want you to speak to my team. And so I walked in, I spoke to their team. I said, hey, here's the deal. Kevin Knox, how many points you score in high school? I said, I don't know. I said, yes, you do. You know exactly how many points you score in high school. Like, this dude's going to get shot. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I said, what does Coach do? You put the ball in your hands. Well, run your team. I said, I like all you guys, but if you play selfishly, I'm on TV, I'm going to have to say you play selfishly. That's my job. As much as, Cal's a friend of mine, I got to say the game tells a story. Mm-hmm. So what he's done this year, and I don't really worry about the gurus and the noise. And the great thing about John is it motivates him, and he's done a great job with his team.
Agreed. Unfortunately, it's all over now. Got to hit a break. 12:47 back at Oaklawn to wrap things up in a second. DJ, we're having so much fun. You got your Oaklawn hat on.
Having fun. I got hat. I almost forgot I had it on. Went over here at the golf simulator, having a good time. We're posted up at the Mainline Sports Bar. You got the ponies already running, but Oaklawn, they got so much more to offer than just what we can see with our own eyes right here. We got a little bachelor party hanging out. So if you have things that are planned and you're looking for a spot that's going to pretty much cover it all, I'm talking entertainment, I'm talking a stay, I'm talking food. They got it all here at Oaklawn, a smoke-free casino with live tables. I'm talking if you like to roll the dice, they got you covered. Maybe a little blackjack, 3-card poker, roulette, it doesn't matter. It's a really fun environment. Now, beyond that, if the gambling's not your thing, it's all good. Like I said, they got great entertainment with music. That'll be in the Pops Lounge. They also have amazing rooms and a spa here as well that's rated by Forbes. All-inclusive one-stop shop for everything you need for pretty much a spot that you can't beat. The Spa City. And don't let me talk about the history. Hit the town. Hot Springs has so much to offer, and that's exactly what we are going to do here today. So once again, if you are interested and you want to partake in all the things that Oaklawn has to offer, all you have to do is book a stay, make a reservation, maybe get your dinner plan set too. You can do that all at oaklawn.com.
Peace of mind. I'm gonna give you some of my good time.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Friday, Rick Schaefer and I will be breaking down the Arkansas-Texas Tech game. We have Neil Atkinson from Mid-Saracen, Bart Reed, thanks to Martin Orthopedics, and Kevin Hoop Scoop McPherson, and then it's Hog Baseball pregame at 6:30. See you Friday afternoon on 103.7 The Buzz.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
The electric cooperatives got its start lighting Arkansas, and we continue to meet that demand with every resource we can deliver. We're powering your life where you live every single day through one of 17 local cooperatives, each unique, always united, and in your community. Our mission? To provide reliable, affordable, and responsible power to every corner of Arkansas. It's the local hometown cooperative way, because we're better connected together. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Hello, I'm Renata Jenkins Fowler, the third generation of the Roller family. I am proud to invite you to our grand open house for Roller Chenal Funeral Home on April the 6th. After a complete rebuild following the 2023 tornado, we are excited to welcome you to explore our state-of-the-art facilities. Come and see how we have rebuilt to serve you, the families of Arkansas, with the finest funeral home in the South. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. I'll see you on April the 6th.
Double your chances to win in March with two big promotions. On Fridays, embrace the madness and win a share of $150,000 in cash and free play. On Saturdays, starting March 8th, go for the gold and win your share of up to $10,000 in cash and free play in the 80K Fool's Gold giveaway. Enjoy live entertainment all month long and play for your chance to win big. Only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Hi, I'm Megan Williams with the Associated Builders and Contractors of Arkansas. We're excited to bring back Build My Future Central Arkansas April 3rd at the Conway Expo Center for a hands-on, interactive construction industry showcase like no other. Our thanks to our sponsors and exhibitors who make this exciting event possible. We appreciate the schools and educators who've registered hundreds of students. Your commitment to hands-on career exploration is helping shape the future of the skilled trades. For more details, visit buildmyfuture-centralarkansas.com.
Welcome back to The Zone. Are DJ Williams and Christian Weaver talking too much nerd stuff again? Well, be sure to let Justin Acri know by messaging us at our Whit Davis Lumber Plus live fan feedback or on our D3 Auto Sales text line. Now, back to hopefully more sports talk. Coverage of the NCAA West Regional from San Francisco is brought to you by Beechwood Pinnacle Hotels. Find them on the web at bphotels.com. First Security Bank, bank better. And UAMS Health, for a better state of health.
First of all, I told them how proud I was of them, and there's nothing they could do to disappoint me. Yeah, there were plays I wish they'd have done different or made this but these kids gave everything, even in this game. They gave everything they had to try to win the game. The other stuff, I need to sit down with these guys, but you really think tonight's the night or tomorrow morning's we're all kind of raw right now. I think they had visions of us continuing to play, and so did I. But this is only going to be one team standing, and there is a point that we need to sit down and talk about. We got some freshmen. What do we do in the portal? We had names of guys out there, but I haven't done anything, haven't made a call. And I won't until I speak to my guys. Who's coming back? Who is it? I think a couple guys will put their name in the draft. I think a couple guys are done. Their eligibility's done. So you're talking 4 or 5 guys, and let me sit down with them and see what that is.
That was a discussion point earlier today. That was John Calipari talking about, being thankful for his team and looking forward to next year. And, again, it's never stops. Obviously, portal was a big conversation that it was open on Monday, and so the Hogs and everybody else needs to go right back to work here and try to get ready for next season. So we're wrapping things up here at the Mainline Sports Bar. DJ Williams, Justin Acri, Christian Weaver back in the studio. Again, early start tomorrow for Derby Day. 14 races, 11:20 first post. I think the doors are read at 10:30. DJ, I need to double check that.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So get here bright and early tomorrow. The main line is going to be jumping even with the Hogs out of the tournament. People will be in there watching hoops, and, of course, the racing is going to be spectacular. We've got stakes races all over the board, including, of course, the Arkansas Derby and the Fantasy Stakes for the boys and the girls, respectively. Should be an absolute blast. And, man, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of jealous of your buddies who are coming.
Yeah.
Because they've never been, and they don't even know what they've been missing. This is a completely different kind of cultural experience that you cannot get without doing this. It's the only thing of its kind. I mean, there's no way to replicate a day at the races, DJ.
All jam-packed, all in one spot.
So on Monday, we're going to recap what happens here and get you set for the Final Four. We will talk about Arkansas and Vanderbilt baseball. When did this, I guess spring football starts back Monday?
Yes.
Because they were on spring break this week.
Spring game is April 19th. Does that sound right?
I'll go with that.
Okay.
Yep. Hogs are back at home next weekend, I know. I'm thinking about going up. It's my birthday weekend next weekend.
Who are they playing?
Missouri, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to do for your birthday?
Hang out with you.
Okay. What do you want for your birthday?
World peace. It's a Monday.
You think you can do that, DJ?
That's tough. I mean, I'll try.
If anybody can do it, I believe it's you, sir. You can bring the world together. You should run for governor someday.
I have fantasized about, being a world leader.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could kick it with a lot of different other world leaders and get us on the same
You
page.
think you'd let the power go to your head, though? You'd be like...
Me? No.
Okay.
If you'd have got up at that meeting and backhand slapped Zelensky, that would have been hilarious. Like, I told you shut your mouth when you talk to me. You got to be thankful we didn't blow your country up.
Dang.
No, I'm just
kidding. That was wild.
You've been good world leader. I'm with you.
Thanks, man.
I'll vote for you. Run. All you got to do is run. Yeah, I'll quit my job. You know what I'm thinking about? Instead of being a world leader, I'm thinking about no responsibility at all. I'd like to be a fry cook somewhere. I've about had enough.
You'd be great at it, though.
I'd be a great fry cook. You're right.
No, about being a leader. You care.
No.
You care. He cares about the city.
Hey, Justin, says David, I think that's my wife behind you. Give her a shout-out. Her name is Emily. Emily! Nope, guess not.
Didn't answer?
Nope.
It sounded like he was seeing if it was his wife. He's like,
she's supposed to be somewhere else.
Man.
he needed to check real quick.
Oh, my God, it's funny. Yeesh. All right, well, it's been a fun week. I'm excited about tomorrow. I will see you at the Derby. Listen, we're going to be set up for Oaklawn Race Day by the information desk right by the paddock. Yeah, so come by and say hello tomorrow. I'll be with David Longinati and Jeff Taylor tomorrow. Jeff's got to get in and out because the race starts at 11:20. Freaky Joe getting ready for the day. And, Joe, I wish we had a little happier story when it comes to basketball. But you know what? It was a good year. We had a lot of fun, got a lot of entertainment out of that team. And, well, there's always next year.
Yes, there is. A game that they should have won. They blew it. I'll say it. They blew it.
You're right.
But
I can't argue.
But coming up today, we're going to hear from Josh Neighbors and kind of recap the game and let people get some frustrations out. Have Steve Sullivan coming on, Neil Atkinson from Bed Saracen, and Brian Edwards.
Brian's been red hot. I think he had 6 picks in the on the games last night, including some totals. Hit them all. So you better listen up to what he's got to offer today. He's got some good stuff. Is Wes back Monday?
He is back Monday.
All right, cool.
He may be getting back in town a little sooner so he can rest before he actually comes in, but yeah, he'll be back on Monday.
No doubt. All right, well, have a good weekend, have a good show. Be listening on the way back to the Rock, and we'll join you again tomorrow. Stay tuned for Out of Bounds, and I'll see you in the tent city, my friend.
I'll see you there.
All right, adios, amigos.
Don't let the bastards get you down. Turn it around with another round.